Coming in on one of my favorite beats. So I'm not going to turn it down as low as I normally would. Because that is a slapper. Good evening. How is everyone tonight? I hope you're all well. Got a good conversation to have tonight, folks. And there's some other little tidbits of news floating around out there that we're going to talk about as well. So I hope you are in an anticipatory mood. Because it's going to be a good night. So fill your cup. Light your smoke. And get ready to get nerdy. Because it's Wednesday night. Hello, everybody. Excuse me. What a way to start. How's everybody doing? Welcome to our Wednesday evening stream. What's up, Brooke? What's up, Dub? How is everyone's week so far? Oh, yeah, no, I went to see Wakanda Forever in the theater. I enjoyed it. It was definitely one of the bright spots of Phase 4. That is for sure. Griff, what's happening? Was Josh done already? Prez, what's happening? Oh, we're all about unity up in here. Both the comic and just, the concept in general. Yeah. So what's happening with everybody? Did we all hit the like button? And that goes for you if you've made it this far into the replay. First of all, thank you. Second of all, please stick around. Third of all, please hit the like. And if you haven't, hit the subscribe button and the bell. They're all like right there next to each other. It's not even hard to do. Click, click, click. Done. They make it super easy. I mean, even if you don't necessarily want to hit the bell, at least hit subscribe, but you should hit the bell. Should definitely hit the bell. But first, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe. Otherwise, what's the point of hitting the bell? Actually, I don't think you can even hit a bell unless you hit subscribe in the first place. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Just hit all the buttons, please and thank you. Anywho, what's up with you, chat? How is my community this evening? Actually, let me amend that statement. How is my fucking dope-ass community this evening? Yeah, that's more accurate. Actually, let me do this here, too. Do this little thing real quick. Click that button. And that button. And that button. There we go. Just had to do one little adjustment there. So what are you doing right now, Dub? Mowing the lawn or walking the dogs? Or cooking? You're generally up to one of those three things. Lawn, puppies, or making food. Which is it this evening? I need to know. Especially if it's food. Because every picture you post in the Discord looks fucking good. I mean, Mrs. Chillin's always number one, but you definitely look like you got skill. Definitely going to have to wander down to the loo. For sure. He's mowing the dogs, Prez. What the fuck? Hope not. That's highly fucked up, dude. That's the kind of shit Rossi would say. Unless he was talking about socks. What dogs are eyeing you, Griff? Yours? Do they need to go potty? Oh, you mean walking the lawn. Right. Believe it or not, that actually makes sense. You are not grammatically required to use the word around in that sentence. Or on. Just walking the lawn is grammatically acceptable. Brooke, not up to much, man. Also, speaking of food, we always speak of food up in this motherfucker. Hoping to grab hot pot with friends during Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll be doing traditional, regular, white people Thanksgiving. Which I love. But at some point, I do need to have hot pot. We want hot pot, right? Babe. Love. We want hot pot at some point, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we definitely want hot pot at some point. You might get a pet one day, just not quite ready for the commitment yet. Well, depending on where you live, do you live in an apartment, condo, house? I have suggestions, but I need to know what manner of domicile you have. Ooh, viewer count went up. Welcome. Whether you be active in the chat, which would be cool, or whether you lurk, if you're more comfortable that way, you're welcome either way. Hit the like. Pretty please. Condo. Okay. So, yeah, you could go cat or dog in a condo. Prez says, if it's hot or it's pot, it's for me. I 100% agree with that one. Tim O'Brien, what's going on, man? Nerd Vengeance for life. Oh yeah. I owe probably, I would say almost, probably around 97% of the community this community came from the Nerd Vengers, or comes from the Nerd Vengers, I say. So, thank you for being another one of them. I appreciate you, man. The question of whether we should bring back T'Challa is quite a controversial one. Not sure how I feel, but would be okay with a recast. So says Brooke Chen. Yeah, well, that's the last thing we're going to talk about tonight, because that's how streams work. It's how we have to do things here on the YouTubes. Speaking of which, I gotta find my list of, I guess, what I'm going to have to call news incidentals. Nothing much, but just little bits of stuff here and there I saw on the TwitX that I just went ahead and bookmarked for reference, because it's a hell of a lot easier than getting up and finding something to write on / with. Where are we at? Bookmarks. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, fuck all that. All right. Yeah, that works. Cool. Brady Bloomer, what's going on, man? How you doing? Tim says, chillin'. Prez and I were trying to get the Nerd Vengers over here after Josh's stream. Well, dude, thank you. Goddamn camera, you motherfucker. Turn my eyes for a minute. Hopefully more show up, says Tim. Yeah, I agree. I would love for more Nerd Vengers to pop in and potentially find me entertaining. That would be dope. All right. Yeah, that would be sick. Just give me a chance. Just one chance. Just one. Griff says, rumors about a Scarlet Witch movie debuting Jean Grey are floating around again. Really? There he goes. Yep. Precisely, Prez. Precisely. Well, I mean, that would be fucking sick. I mean, obviously, Scarlet Witch and Jean Grey. Like, I appreciate that, Prez. Dude, that's fucking awesome. C-Dub's going to the lake for Labor Day weekend. Matthew, what's going on, buddy? He says, before or after the timeline resets? Honestly, I don't see anyone but Chadwick as Black Panther. We will get to it. Got a couple other little ditties to talk about. But, yeah, Prez. I appreciate that a lot, man. That sounds, that sounds amazing, and I really have no words to express my gratitude other than thank you very, very much. What's going on? Prez needs another beer. I mean, what's going on? I'm actually good. I've got my puffer, my nicotine puffer, which is what's August right now? So shit. Will that be 1 or 2 years? Just one? I'll still be a full fucking year. Yeah, thanks to this thing, I will have not smoked one cigarette come October. Some point in October. Can't remember if it was before or after my birthday, but it was right around my birthday. / my wife's birthday, because we're 5 days apart. And I switched to this, and I have not had one cigarette since I started on these. Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate your congratulations. Yeah, it is almost the end of August. Speaking of which, show notes. Thank you, Prez. I appreciate that, Tim. I would adjust my camera to show you my other, God damn it, why can I never remember the name of that fucking thing? Tapestry. The first thing that comes to mind is tarp. I'm like, that's not a fucking tarp. Tapestry. I would adjust my camera to show you that tapestry, but my cord is being shitty, so if I move it, it'll freeze. But it's a big old Darth Vader one. Well, let me try something. If it freezes, I'm sorry. And it froze. Brooke says, you and your wife should actually go out to a hot pot restaurant for your birthday. What do you think about that, babe? Definitely consider that. Definitely consider that. Okay, let's see how long this lasts. All right, well, you can see him crossing his arms here, so we all know what that pose is with him standing there crossing his arms. Yes, I was the frozen one. Unfortunately, I looked a lot different than Cap when I came out of the ice. I looked more like an igloo. Honestly, I'm much more igloo-shaped than Steve Rogers. That's for... Take a pic of it and drop it in the Discord. What? God damn it, Prez. Just... Well, yeah... Shut up. No one asked you to be logical. God damn it. All right, hold on. Where's my phone? Oh, I'll be right back. You know what, though? I still want a shit ton more people in this chat to fuck with me. Yeah, Hot Pot does look good. I've only seen it really addressed in, like, cooking contest shows, but it's pretty sick. Let's just do it this way. All right. C-Dub says the crispy rice and hot pots are the best. Yeah, crispy rice is good. Be right back. Got to take the picture. That is honestly a really good suggestion. God damn it. All right, posted in general on my Discord. With an egg? Oh, dude, you can put an egg on almost anything and that makes it better. Like, for reals. Eggs are awesome. Although, I've met one person in my life who's allergic to eggs. But, I mean, like, literally, what the fuck can you... There's not much left that you can eat without, like, somehow an egg being part of its, construction or what have you. So... Oh, you like that, Griff? Yeah. Go put my phone back. Be right back. Yeah. C-Dub says, was going to give a super for the wrench chilling. Guess we can't yet on your channel, but thank you. Nope, not yet. But I'm going to tell you in advance right now. Well, first of all, I'm trying to just get to the lower one where all I get is memberships and super chats because I really don't give it that much of a shit about AdSense right now. Where you need 500 subs and... Oh, fuck. Hold on. Oops, too much. Wow, it survived. Okay. Where was I? The fuck was I talking about? Oh, yes. So obviously I want 500 subs as soon as I can possibly get it. But the first stream after I get monetized, I'm telling you right now, first of all, I'm getting blitzed. Well, not blitzed, but I'm definitely going to be feeling quite well by the end of that stream. And also, bring your fucking super chat money. Because we're going to have a party. I'm going to be buzzed up and entertaining, and you guys will be generous, and it'll just be a good time all around. All right. Okay. All right. Yep. Digging Star Wars Drift. Should go out to a hot pot. Yep. Brooke, you're absolutely right. I should get a Doctor Doom Funko. And not just because he's all the craze, because, as he would say, it's fucking... Well, he wouldn't say fucking, but it's Doom. That's the only reason. It's Doom. Matthew says, there are some characters I will never accept a recast on, but they have to be done to keep a franchise going. Han Solo, Indiana Jones, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Captain Kirk, and Spock. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we all lose to Father Time, so the only way to keep those characters going is to, find someone younger and more powerful. Brooke thinks that Star Wars should focus on newer stuff and eventually move on from the main characters. Just make sure the story is good and all. Yeah, I mean, you don't have... The problem is not whether or not to stay in the Skywalker saga. The problem is just make something fucking dope. It won't matter what part of the Star Wars timeline you do. It only matters that you do it well. That's it. That's it. Not a super difficult concept. Just, make good shit that people want to see, and the world's your oyster, as they say. Crispy rice, yep. With an egg. Give a super for the wrench. Brooke says, I like the spicy soup bases for hot pot, especially the ones from Szechuan. Those are the best. I mean, I like me some Szechuan. I mean, there's a certain level above which the spice ceases to have flavor and just becomes heat, and at that point, fuck that. I don't mind a little bit of heat, but it's got to, it's got to have flavor to it. Like, as soon as it's just heat, I want no part of it. Matthew says, what bothers me is the statement of reinventing James Bond Barbara Broccoli made. Bond for the modern audience is DOA. If he isn't going to be the same, let him remain a fabric of history and memory. Yeah, I mean, that would be making the same mistake Ms. Kennedy made with Star Wars. I mean, they're just when you're messing with when you're in charge of running a large IP, or I should say especially a large IP, and James Bond is a big motherfucking IP. The parameters with which you can experiment are fucking narrow. I mean, that's just facts. Especially a long established IP like James Bond is and Star Wars is. And Marvel as an IP is fucking old. The MCU is not, but Marvel itself as an IP has been around a long time. So, but even the MCU, it's been around 16 years now. That's fairly well established. Like, and you can plenty of examples of experimentation gone wrong. Phases 4 and 5. 90% of stuff Disney Star Wars has done. I mean, while I appreciated the Snyder movies, I understand the people who did not like the departure from a traditional Superman. So, I get that would also make that an example too. It's the core fandom you have to please if you want to be successful. It's just that simple. C-Dub likes spicy everything. Nice. Oopsie, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Trying to keep up with chat. Where'd it go? Okay, yeah, Hot Pot Szechuan. Never heard of that except on that 70 show. What, Hot Pot? Prez? Talking about Hot Pot? C-Dub says, I made jerk chicken for dinner. God damn it, dude. The air fryer / oven combo is a game changer. Yeah? Brooke says, to be honest, I think maybe making a few more James Bond movies and then calling it a wrap would be good. Honestly, they could just end it with No Time to Die for 007, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, it could go on break for a hot minute for sure. You know, see if it, just see how it marinates for a minute. Of course, that all depends on the performance of the next movie. Like, if it smashes, they're not going to bother giving it a break. I mean, because that's just Hollywood rolls. That's business. Wait, it's still making money? More. Make more. Yeah, jerk chicken did sound good. Prez says, spicy is life. I tend to go overboard. Prez says, when you hit that mark, I will super chat plenty. You've put in plenty of effort. Bro, y'all are going to make me goddamn cry. And we're not even close to that shit yet. I think I'm at, what, 212? Come on, get over there. Ooh, yeah. Oh, wait, need a refresh. This is way behind. 214? What? Brooke says, Dr. Doom is just one of the most complicated characters ever. Yes. To be honest, not really pure evil, but very dangerous and ruthless as well as cunning. Yeah, that's a pretty good summary. No, he would say he's not evil at all because everything he does is in the best interest of Earth as a whole. So, he's Machiavellian. He's very Machiavellian, but honorable. C-Dub says, I made my first batch of hot sauce with my Scotch bonnets and ghost peppers yesterday. Not gonna lie, best sauce I've made so far. Damn, dude. I don't know if I would want that, like, soaking my wings, but, like, on paper, that does sound pretty fucking good. I guess I can put it that way. Prez says, you've entertained me, so you deserve it, brother. God damn. I'm going to need a fucking tissue. Y'all don't knock it off. Tim says Delta Dan is coming over. Nice. I see Delta Dan all the time in Josh's chat. He's a cool motherfucker. Oh, thanks, Tim. Well, that explains. You're one of the ones that got me to 214. Who was the other? Ape Man, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. What up? Hell yeah, 214. Matthew says they should do Old Republic Revan trilogy. It would make money. It's just too anchored to Legends, so Disney won't make it. Not under the current regime. Probably not. But, yeah. And frankly, I wouldn't trust this current regime to do it. Even if they were willing to, I wouldn't trust them to do it well. Anyway, so that's definitely, I mean, I agree. That's something I want to see because Revan is fucking dope. But, yeah, current regime, no thank you. Next regime, let's give it a shot. Ape Man says, chillin', dude. Were you addressing me? Because I'm chillin' and you're just relaxing. C-Dub says, I'll send anyone some of the sauce if you DM me on Discord. It's very hot, but has really good flavor. Not just hot for the sake of being hot. Okay, well, see, that's how you do it. Tim, the power of Kennedy. Yeah, that's about it. Prez says, C-Dub, send it. I'm always looking for new recipes. Brooke agrees about the Revan trilogy. God damn it. Whoop. Prez says, Tim, don't you go there, right? Brooke says, so is Kathleen Kennedy leaving this October? Because I thought I saw a rumor about her leaving in Q2 2025. Okay, so I don't know if this is official. I don't know how much of this is officially official, but I'm pretty sure not all of it is officially official. So what it is that originally a report came out. What the fuck? Fuck off. I don't need that shit. Get out of here. Originally, a report came out, and I can't remember from whom, otherwise I would dole out credit, but a report came out that Kathleen was going to be sticking around till at least Q2 of next year. And then Jeff Snyder comes out and adds some more info to said report, and I can't remember if he said it directly or just implied it. But he implied that was, well, he said at least, so it could go longer, but he also had worded a couple, he also had a few phrases in there that were worded to make it seem like maybe Q2 is also when she will be gone. And here's the thing. Her leaving in Q2 does make sense because it just so happens in Q2 also Star Wars Celebration in Tokyo happens in Q2. So, you know, it is possible that Star Wars Celebration could be her official goodbye. But it is not, unfortunately, happening when her contract is technically up in October. But it could happen with, like, you know, a big old Star Wars Celebration goodbye party for her. Not that she deserves it, but so that's not guaranteed, obviously. But I would say at this point it's 50-50. I think there's just as good a chance of her staying past, let's just say, Star Wars Celebration as there is of her having a big old goodbye party at Star Wars Celebration. That's a coin flip to me. Matthew says, I liked Man of Steel and the mythology of that and his being an alien living amongst us, becoming a champion for humanity. Didn't like Batman vs. Superman. Justice League was completely uncinematic, too long. Well, see, I love Man of Steel. I don't hate Batman versus Superman as anywhere near as much as many people do, although I do understand their complaints. The Justice League completely unsent. Well, the Justice League, the one that Whedon finished for Zack after his daughter died, was not good. I love the Snyder Cut. I will admit, though, I've only watched the full thing like twice because that's fucking 4 hours. What I do now is when I'm in the mood to watch it, I turn it on, and then anytime it gets to like the super slow, introspective, emotional shit, I just fast forward through that and get back to the actual story. Tim says, I'd gladly send some supers your way. You guys are the shit. And Tim, if you can, Wednesday and Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, come by anytime, bro. I'd be glad to have you. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about like fucking 25 minutes ago. Okay, quick show note. This Saturday, speaking of days I stream, this Saturday, August 31st, I will not be streaming. Because this Saturday, August 31st, is mine and Mrs. Chillin's, holy shit, 5-year anniversary. So, fuck y'all. I'm spending the night with my wife. That's it. Brooke says, I do like that Dr. Doom was able to turn Latveria into a thriving, prosperous country. Yeah, like he managed to somehow be just the right balance of awesome and oppressive because Latvians love the fuck out of him. What's up, David? How you doing? C-Dub says, I have all of the Hot One sauces and my... God damn it, there it went. Mine's around an 8 to 9 on the scale. Damn, bruh. I'm guessing the scale goes up to 10 or does it go up higher? But I'm guessing 10 and holy shit, dude. You make some hot motherfucking sauce. I'm thinking I'm probably... excuse me. I'm thinking just off the top of my head because I have no idea. But I'm thinking probably a 5 is around as hot as I want to get. Matthew says, Man of Steel also had Nolan's name in the credits and still the goodwill of the Nolan Batman movies. That all went away with BVS. I mean, yeah. That's fair. There was... Yeah, I would love to see Nolan's name behind some superhero stuff again. I don't care under whose banner. I just want to see it. Although, please come to Marvel. You've already done the best overall Batman trilogy in existence. And I'm saying that in advance of if What's-His-Fuzz over there at DC. Even if Battinson gets a trilogy, I can already tell you definitively right now it will not be as good as Nolan's. So there. Chris says, speaking of Reverend, you kind of get an idea of what Keanu would sound like in the Sonic 3 trailer. Yeah, I've heard that. Brooke says, I still got to see the Sonic live-action films. Yeah, me too. Travis Mitchell, welcome back, sir. How you been? He says, how's it going? Haven't seen either Sonic film, nor have I, but randomly started the Knuckles show and actually liked it. Cool. Officially official. Oh, yeah. That's a thing, Tim. Officially official is very much a thing. Because it's like this. When the trades print something, when you know, when they claim it's a rumor or they've gotten reports, but if the trades print it, it's basically official. But technically, it's not officially official until the studio says it. So, that's the difference between official and officially official. Matthew says, I do wonder if the Rey movie and Dawn of the Jedi get made. I mean, look at the shows they canceled recently. I'm starting to wonder. Because at this point at this point in time, I still don't think they even have a script for the Rey movie. Actually, I don't think they have a script for either of those two at this point. I think they're going to stay in development at least until they see how Mando and Grogu performs, although Mando and Grogu. Although there's a rumor this is changing, but currently Mando and Grogu is coming out within a week or two of Doomsday. That is very bad for Mando and Grogu. Very, very bad. But I did see a report of a rumor that they are moving it, and that would be fucking smart. Because otherwise it's going to get destroyed. I mean, they're going to need to move. If they still have a movie coming out that fall, or wait, no, sorry, yeah, if they still have a movie coming out that fall, that one is coming out basically opposite Dune Messiah. So like both their movies in 25, assuming they have a second one, are going to get shellacked unless they move them both. So, Press says 13 in the chat. Love it. Hell yeah. Ooh, 15 now. Well, Streamlabs says 15. YouTube says 14. But either way, I love it. Thank you all for being in here. You know, if you want to, if you can't really like be super active in the chat, just, you know, pop in, say hi real quick, and then lurk the rest of the time. I'm totally down with that. Oh, and subscribe. Like and subscribe, because we're having fun in here. Can't you tell already? Oops. Brooke says, I loved seeing Darkseid in the Snyder Cut. Such an intimidating villain. Yeah, I mean, he's fucking dope. Travis says, like Man of Steel, really like Zack Snyder's Justice League, and BVS Ultimate Edition is probably my favorite Batman movie. I will say the Ultimate Edition is better than the theatrical cut. I can't say that's my favorite Batman movie. The Dark Knight is still my favorite Batman movie. Thanks, C-Dub. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Prez. Griff says happy anniversary early. Mrs. Chillin. So Griff says happy early anniversary, Mrs. Chillin. She says thank you. Tim says happy for you, Chillin. Hopefully you have a great time with the wife. Well, I'm sure she's hoping that too. Press says spicy is life. I mean, to a point, but I mean, I'm sure if spicy is life for you, your butthole is probably a lot more, what's the word? Tempered to deal with spice than mine is. Yeah. Brooke says, hope you and your wife have a good 5th anniversary celebration. Thank you. Travis says, happy anniversary. Thank you. Press says, anybody in here ever tried the one chip? I have not. I've considered it. Once I get monetized, you guys might even be able to bribe me into doing it on stream. Actually, we could figure out a way for you to bribe me before I'm technically monetized. You know, offering to, you know, buy me something. Doesn't necessarily have to be super chat. We don't necessarily have to wait. Brooke says, to be honest, I didn't hate BVS that much. It was all right in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, the theater cut was okay. The Ultimate Edition is better. But yeah, overall, I mean, I can never say BVS is a great movie. It's good to pretty good, but great? No, sir. 8-Man says, damn, I'm over here being a basic bitch, putting some Cholula sweet habanero on my pork tenderloin. But yeah, no, that's not being a basic bitch. That is injecting a mix of flavor and heat into your pork tenderloin, and that's a good fucking idea for pork tenderloin. Where it is. Matthew says, they don't appear to have anything planned for Star Wars 50th anniversary in 2027. No original cut is planned. Oh. I mean, I'm sure that one will be back in the U.S. Probably in Cali. But yeah, it's definitely a wait and see. It's going to be interesting to, because yeah, we're most of the way through 24 right now, but I mean, what? A New Hope came out May of 77, right? Someone check me on that, but I think it was May. So, yeah. Yeah, there's no way in hell they're not doing something, but I'm sure we should start hearing stuff, I think, probably next year, honestly. After next year's celebration. Probably late 25, we'll start hearing stuff. C-Dub says, treat yourself. 5 years is impressive, my guy. I'm at 8 now, but my first marriage only made it 4. Too young first time around. Well, let's see. My first marriage made it technically 8.5, but really 7. Second marriage, I am trying to forget. And yes, now I'm at 5 with the best and last. That one dude, welcome back, bro. What rhymes with Anakin? Not a lot. Travis says, I have an outline for episodes 10 through 12. They're free to not use. Yours is probably better. Please let them use it. $18. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. If you just want to lurk, totally cool. Just hit the like and the subscribe and the bell. That's all I ask. Maybe say hi. That's about it. But yeah, Travis, yours is probably a hell of a lot better. So actually, I take that back. Do not let them use it until after the regime change. Then send it in. Yeah. Travis's mannequin rhymes with Anakin. Yes, that's true. And I said not much. Tim says big ol' sting ring. LOL. Yeah, it's that's the only thing I don't like about when I eat like what I consider to be like good spice levels of food, and cuz I can eat a fair chunk of spicy food when it's not pushing it too much. But yeah, the after effects are always harsh. Hashtag don't trust farts after 40. That's fucking facts, bro. I can't. I have to be so careful these days. C-Dub says, I have done the one chip. Ooh, how was that? As an obvious lover, the spice. Tell me your thoughts on the one chip. Manny says, I love New Gods. I don't want them to adapt it. If they would mess it up, though, it would basically be Star Wars. Can't make it now would come off as derivative. Interesting. Press says the one chip was hot, but not the hottest thing I've ever had. C-Dub, what'd you think of it? C-Dub says it was way worse than the hot one sauces. It's super dry and hard to swallow. You're not allowed to drink anything for at least 5 minutes for the bare minimum of the challenge. Oof. Yeah, you guys are going to have to buy me something really fucking cool if you want me to do that before I get monetized. I'm not saying I won't. I'm just saying I'm going to need a significant bribe. That's all I'm saying. Trevor says, during Rise of Skywalker, when Han's ghost talked to Ben, I said to my friend, this is the Kevin Costner scene from BVS. And he was like, I know. Then it turned out to be the same writer. No shit. I did not make that connection, but one, that's a great call. And then you got it proved, too. Prez says, I made some of my coworkers / subordinates try just pieces of it, and they were dying. You're lucky the subordinates didn't report your ass to HR for that shit. Matthew says, May 25th, 1977. All right. Yep. Yeah, I could not remember the day of the month in May, but yeah, May 77. Yeah, I remembered something. C-Dub says, I can handle extreme hot peppers, but the one chip challenge is damn near unfair. It dries your mouth out so bad it makes you thirsty, plus being extremely hot. Yeah, that does sucky. That one dude says, what blade is your guys out of the 3? Are you including the homie that did the TV show? Well, technically, Mahershala Ali, we have not seen on screen his blade. We've heard his voice in the post-credit of Eternals, and I'm going to say that does not count. So, So that leaves it just Wesley and TV Dude. So Wesley. For sure. David B says, never been married, never will. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, bro. If you don't think you're, if that's not the life for you, then that's not the life for you. It's just that simple. Brady says, Anakin is panicking. God damn it. C-Dub says, I can handle it, Prez, but if you follow the rules and don't drink anything for at least 5 minutes, it's definitely harder than a Reaper sauced wing, in my opinion. Red says, I don't know, unless it's milk or ice cream, drinking something. Oh, yeah, definitely got to be something dairy. Matthew says, ghost peppers are a bit much. I won't. Nope. Prez says, no chilling, don't do it. I don't want you choking out. Well, it's not. I'm not allergic to spice. Like, I'm not going to go into anaphylactic shock. The chip dries your mouth out so bad. Ooh, here we go. Travis says, part of my episode 10 is Finn on the wreckage of Snoke's ship, which has been taken over by savages who make him fight like Thunderdome / Snowpiercer, having to team with a surviving Phasma to escape. I mean, I like the concept. I don't know how the fuck Phasma would have survived, but I like the concept. That's actually, that's, I think one of the earliest times in my life where, as people that would normally be trying to kill each other have to team up to survive would be, Enemy Mine. With, I believe, Dennis Quaid. Is it Dennis Quaid? As an Earth astronaut. And then I believe Louis Gossett Jr. as the alien. So. Oh, you meant favorite Blade movie out of the 3. Well, I can tell you Trinity's last. And honestly, 1 and 2 flip-flop depending on my mood. Quit panicking, Anakin. Stop it. Oh, Prez never got the dry feeling from the 1 chip. Just never-ending heat for like 30 minutes. Ugh. Whoo. Matthew says, Wesley Snipes was cool. I remember Money Train and White Men Can't Jump. Definitely Blade 1 and 2. What about Passenger 57, bro? Always bet on black. Come on. Somehow Phasma returned. Motherfucker. No. Blade dude was called Sticky Fingers. Hey, man. Motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill. Yeah. Or, most recently, motherfucker's still trying to ice skate uphill. Yeah. All right. Excuse me. Let me look back over my news bits here. See if there's anything actually fun. Okay. I got a little something for the Elizabeth Olsen fans up in here. Raise your hands, put a 1 into the chat. A-Man says, I made that an emoji in my company's Slack server about a year ago. Nice. Travis says, basically one half of Snoke's ship is where the savages live. The other half is where people and creatures are dropped to fight. Phasma has been the one surviving. Oh, I just meant surviving being dumped into that fire in The Last Jedi. Oh, wait, she was back again, wasn't she? I don't remember because I haven't watched those in quite a long time. And it's probably going to be even longer till I do. A Phasma origin would be more interesting than a lot of other ideas, says Prez. Well, yeah. I mean, probably more interesting than a lot of other ideas Lucasfilm could currently come up with. You do tech support for smart homes, so you find plenty of opportunity to use it. Nice. Yeah, Brady wants it. Prez wants it. Brooks says, I liked all the Blade films, but Blade 3 not as good as the first two. I like the first Blade the best. Yeah. They did her dirty. They did do her dirty. C-Dub says, for those who don't know, the one chip challenge isn't can you eat the chip. It's can you eat the chip and not drink anything for at least 5 minutes just to get to amateur level. Pro is 30 minutes. Well, I tell you right now, if I do that challenge, I am not going for anything more than amateur. And I'm going to have literally a full gallon of milk next to me. I will be totally fine with amateur status. Maybe she could have been an ex-Mando? You know what? That could actually be an interesting angle. Good call, Prez. Trey says there's also Rey and an elderly Boba Fett fighting Sith Tuskens. I'm going to have to say if you pitched that to me, I would go ahead and decline that pitch. Tim says an ex-Mando is a lot cooler than whatever backstory they would have given her. Yeah? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, right. Mando. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers. Is there any of this news that's just seriously awesome? You know what? There really isn't. Nothing of any major import. Whoops. What's happening here? What's happening over here? Okay. Okay, nope, we're good. All right. C-Dub, Prez says, I did the 30 both times. A lot of pacing around and heavy breathing. I can imagine. They all hate you, Mando. Yep. Travis says there's a Phasma novel with her backstory. If you've seen Mad Max Fury Road, you've seen her backstory. Okay, so they already fucked it up, is what you're telling me. All right. Okay. Okay. Prez says, actually, the first time I started eating string cheese like 15 minutes in. I mean, well, then whatever rank 15 minutes gets you is what you are. Unless you did 30 after that. In which case, then, you're a fucking pro. Excuse me. Okay. I have decided that the little bits of news that I kind of had on deck are all just a bunch of little bullshit. So fuck them. I'm going to take my little pee break, grab another drink, blah, blah, blah. And then when I come back, we will dip right into the main subject. And that is it time to finally recast T'Challa? Motherfucker. See you in a wee bit. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. No, David, I was not pooping. Yes, I would. Yeah. As Mrs. Chillin pointed out, if I was pooping, I'd have been gone a lot longer. And she ain't fucking wrong. You'll have me know this heater is heavy. Oh. Did a slapper come on while I was away from the stream? Did everybody leave? I hope not. I hope not, Tim. Mando has to learn how to play golf. Why? I need an explanation on that one, Travis. Travis says, the alternate version of my idea involves Maz Kanata taking Finn to train, only to make him rebuild the castle he helped wreck in Force Awakens. Finding out FN2199 traitor is alive, saved by Maz. But yeah, David, I was not pooing. Travis, basically Finn and the Stormtrooper have to make amends while rebuilding Maz's castle and trying not to kick the crap out of each other. Once finished, Maz offers it as the new Jedi Temple. That's cool. Oh, there was a slapper? Nice. Leave. No, leave. Stay. The fuck you talking about, Dub? All right. And to complete it, ahem. So, are we ready? Okay. As I'm sure we are all aware, today is today's this date, not this day, but on this date, Chadwick Boseman lost his battle with cancer and tragically left this earth. Thoughts on the Gambit scene? I mean, I think it's cool that the character's surviving. I don't know. I think if they keep, what's his goddamn name? Fucking, I think if they keep Magic Mike, they're gonna have to serious it up a little bit. That's all I'm saying. We're here, bro. Didn't leave, just messing around. Oh, I know. But also, thank you for not leaving. David says, anyone buying the new Star Wars game full price? I'm not. No, I am not. I am not. All right. Back on subject. So, yeah, 4 years ago on this date, we lost Chadwick. And first of all, we lost just a dope actor in the first place. Dude could act his fucking ass off. He was really good. And then, you know, more specifically, we lost T'Challa. I understand why they did not want to recast him for Wakanda Forever. I mean, that was really soon, right? So it's $130. Fuck that. So yeah, I completely respect them not trying to recast it in time to make Wakanda Forever. Thanks, Prez. I appreciate that information. Enjoy yourself. But so yeah, I mean, not wanting to do that in time to get that movie out, very respectful. I mean, I've lost plenty of people, so I totally understand them not wanting to, you know, wanting to make at least some of Wakanda 2 into a tribute and not just, you know, jam some other new motherfucker into the role right from jump. So yeah, totally respect that. Understand it, empathize with it, and just strictly from, you know, the Marvel-y point of view, it's not like Shuri wearing the mantle of Black Panther is anything new. She ended up taking it at the end of Doom Wars. At that point, T'Challa ended up king of the Necropolis, king of the dead, which led to a scene on Battleworld in which he like called all the Marvel zombies on Battleworld, and and since, you know, zombies are dead, or at least dead enough, he's basically the zombie Pied Piper. He called them in and was like, all right, y'all are coming this way and following me now. And they're like, all right, cool. And they went to attack Doomstadt. But it's now been 4 years. I think it's been long enough. Chadwick's family has given their blessing on a recasting. Actually, they gave their blessing on a recasting at least a year ago, if not longer. Yeah, it's only been 4 years, but he had that Andrew Garfield quality of turning any scene into an Oscar scene. I mean, yeah, pretty much. But it's been 4 years. And when it comes to the importance of T'Challa in Marvel Comics, the dude he's been integral to like a lot of the big storylines. And even more importantly than that, Jack Kirby created him right when the civil rights movement was really getting legs. He created him in 1966, I believe. And they didn't fart around and make him like tokeny either. Like they brought him in and he's been a badass the whole fucking time. Like obviously, obviously the power is granted to him through the purple shaped or the heart shaped herb. It is purple, but the extra powers he gets from Bast through the heart shaped herb. The advantage vibranium gives him in weaponry, defense, and technology. Insanely good hand-to-hand combatant. King. Top 5 intelligence, I think, in the entire Marvel Universe. Is Reed, Doom, Valeria. Yeah, him and Stark, probably the top 5. And he and Stark are pretty much on par. And then Reed, Doom, and Valeria Richards. Reed and Valeria Richards and one Victor Von Doom kind of rotate for the most intelligent, depending on who's writing the story. So, well, thanks for coming in, Tim. Have a good night now that you're out of work, and be safe on your way home. Keeping Killmonger alive in stasis so he can be shown the Wakanda help the world without violence. I mean, that would be a cool angle. Didn't Disney want to replace him with Shuri? No. No, the only reason Coogler wrote Shuri as a Black Panther is because Chadwick died. Chadwick was going to be Black Panthering all over the place in Wakanda Forever. It was going to be him versus Namor. Holy shit, that would have been a good fight. 1966 was a great year for English football. Nice. Having a protagonist who has to honor a dead man while everyone around him hates him would be cool. I mean, yeah. They could, technically, they could bring back Killmonger via the multiverse, keep him through the soft reboot, have him get fucked up somehow in the in Secret Wars, or even just skip the, I know. Oh, you meant after he died? I don't know if yeah, I think so, but it was more Coogler and the cast's decision to make sure a recast did not happen. But yeah, I'm sure Disney also had their thoughts. But where was I? Oh yes. Just as a character, T'Challa has started off insanely significant and badass, and has remained so for almost 60 years now, 58 years. Travis says it doesn't help that every Killmonger variant we saw in What If has been an a-hole. I mean, that's the kind of the gist of the character. But yeah, it doesn't mean they couldn't have fucked with him more. Also, that's true. But yeah, the significance of T'Challa to Marvel Comics is right up there with, well, basically any of the other Avengers, and quite comparable to even the top tier of X-Men. I mean, not necessarily on power scaling, but just in terms of how significant the character is to Marvel and various storylines. Yeah, he's up there. He's up there. And while Shuri is, there's comic basis to have Shuri be Black Panther. Um, in the specifically to the movies, it was, they kind of really didn't have a choice timing wise. But in terms of story and what they're adapting and what they're getting ready to do, especially Secret Wars, like I've been watching a lot of Rob. Well, not watching. I've been listening to a lot of Rob over at Comics Explained lately because I've been doing a lot of door dashing. Long story. Anyway, and I went through his Avengers, New Avengers, Time Runs Out, Secret Wars playlist, and T'Challa is all over that motherfucker. Stan Lee, did he create some characters as well, or just the face of Marvel? He did some. Mostly, I don't know about mostly, but I would say a lot of his character creation was more conceptual, and Jack brought them to life on the page. Travis says Wakanda still wants Zemo. Oh, yeah? And seeing him get a redemption arc honoring T'Challa for saving his life, taking the herb, and either seeing his family or T'Challa himself would be cool. Well, I mean, they've already gone way away from who Helmet Zemo is in the comics, so why the fuck not? But honestly, I want to see him stay a villain. Like, I'm becoming overwhelmed with redemption arcs in general. Honestly, like, let the bad guys stay bad guys and fucking suffer for it. But yeah, I mean, T'Challa is all over that run. And not just showing up a lot, like doing significant things. Contributing to massive ass decisions. I mean, if I remember right, the first incursion zone, because how it worked in the comics is, essentially the same way. An incursion is two universes that will collide, or that the point of collision will be Earth, because otherwise it wouldn't be that dramatic. Excuse me. What's up, Justin? And it's not like when an incursion happens, like everyone on either world can just see. They don't see it in general. These two planets, flying at each other, right? You can only see it at the actual incursion point. And the first one was in Wakanda. So T'Challa was the first one to actually put eyeballs on an incursion. What are we talking about? We are talking about recasting T'Challa. Right now I'm going over how significant T'Challa is in the comics. As points in favor of doing so. Yeah. So what the hell? Oh, yeah. So Wakanda was the first incursion point. And I believe Black Swan destroyed that planet, which stopped that particular incursion. But yeah, the first incursion point was Wakanda. Black Panther got the first look at an incursion. Matthew says, yeah, I'm glad Red Skull isn't getting redeemed. Yes, I'm fine with Bucky, though he was brainwashed. Oh, I mean, well, Bucky has a run as Captain America in the comics, so I think him getting a redemption arc is basically unavoidable. It's unavoidable. But so like not if you're going to adapt these stories, Doomsday, everything comes between Secret Wars, everything that comes between it, which all is going to have to somehow go with the Avengers, New Avengers Time Runs Out run. I think it's time. It's been long enough. Their stories are getting to the point where he is like insanely significant. And it's time to recast him. And I don't mean speed growing Toussaint slash T'Challa Jr. from how old he was from how old he is at the end of Wakanda Forever. I don't need him speed grown. What I need is a really good recasting. And they're going to have to somehow cheese him in from another universe. Probably, I'm guessing he would come from a universe that was destroyed, but part of ended up on Battleworld. Although how he still would have survived, I don't know. They'll have to figure out how the hell he survived it. Ooh. Maybe he could have been in a universe where their Reed also invents a life raft. You know, and then ends up on Battleworld via that. And then does his thing. But he will also have to be King of the Dead, because if they don't fucking have him be King of the Dead and like Pied Piper all the zombies on Battleworld, wasted opportunity. Also, if they don't have Doom give Thanos the Predator treatment, wasted opportunity. Yeah, T'Challa played a huge part in the story they're about to be adapting over the next 3 years. Can they make Doctor Doom in a non-cheesy way? I think the team that's doing it right now can. Yes. There were rumors of Doom being in Wakanda forever, Travis says. What if he appears in Wakanda first, teaming with Namor, wiping out Ironheart, and taking the throne? Would be insane. Yeah, the deal with that is he wasn't really going to be in Wakanda forever. He was going to be in a post-credit scene. And in that scene, it would be revealed that he was the one pulling the strings with the people in the UN and all that shit in the first place. You know, causing them to be looking for more vibranium in the ocean. Thus, you know, fucking with Atlantis and pissing off Namor. That's what it was supposed to be. But they nixed that. But yes, that would have been dope. For sure. That would have been dope, Travis. Justin says, it's definitely time. I want the king back. But is this going to make people happy since it has to be a variant? No matter what they do, the chillmonger little cult will still be calling him a bastard. Well, it won't make everyone happy, but what the fuck ever does. So that really can't be a consideration. The only consideration is, will it make enough people happy? That's the consideration. As for little cults, well, we all know how effective little cults actually are, which is they're not. You know, they can call him a bastard all they want. If he's a multiversal variant, he won't be. Like, T'Challa Jr. is more of a bastard, technically, by that definition of the word, than a T'Challa variant would be. Excuse me. So, yeah, the main question is how will the audience at large feel about it? And Brent Solden, welcome in. I'm glad you're glad to be here, because I'm glad you're here. So yeah, the little cults don't fucking matter. That's been established. It. God damn, stutter more. It is, always has been, currently is, and always will be about the massive part of the fandom that just wants dope shit. And, you know, canon / lore honored to a pretty high degree. What the fuck was my point for that? God damn it. Oh yeah, cults. It's about the main part of the fandom. So that's the question to be asked. And, you know, figured out. Will there be enough people happy about it for us to do it? And in my opinion, my speculation, my deduction, my theorizing, whatever you want to fucking call it, I think there are. I think there are many more people that would love to see that than some people, than the people that are against it want to think. Honestly. Travis says, I could also see Doom breaking Zemo out, reasoning he's the one who could make him destroy the Avengers, so he's an asset now. This version, the MCU version of Zemo, no. I don't really see any use Doom would have for him. Matthew says, if I Brent like Loki season 1 and 2. Oh yeah, that's most of the peak Disney Plus entertainment Marvel has given us lately. So, or at all. That's most of it. X-Men 97 is also peak. Yeah, I think that about covers that. Travis says, on stage, the Russos said Doom may be, quote, the most important character in the MCU, not most dangerous or powerful. What do you think that means? I think it means that in both the original and the 2015 Secret Wars, Doom was the most important because he's the one in both versions that ended up saving the multiverse. He's the one that stole the power to be able to do it. So, yeah, to the Time Runs Out / Secret Wars story, he is the most important character. Because despite what he turned Battle World into, he is the one that saved the multiverse, or what was left of it, what little was left of it. He stole the power of the Beyonder, or in Hickman's, the Beyonders, and he created Battle World. So yeah, he's definitely the most important character because he technically saved everybody that he wanted to. Now, in becoming the most important character, he will become the most dangerous and the most powerful. At least in the Hickman run, in both of them he was. So yeah, on the path to being most important, he will be the most dangerous and the most powerful. But those are just effects of his travel to becoming the most important character. That makes sense? And it says, evil Tony Stark or Victor Von Doom? He will be named Victor Von Doom, but he will be also a Stark variant. Justin says, I know they don't matter. I'm just thinking about some of the brain-dead idiots that came into the den today because of that dumbass cult. Oh, yeah. I was dashing, so I couldn't really have the chat up much, so I wasn't really able to see how many brain-dead idiots there were, but the fact that they popped in doesn't surprise me. Well, that's the first time I've really like seen or heard E-Man do stuff. I like that dude. He's cool as fuck. Just as a side note, E-Man's cool as shit. I need to follow him and stuff. Charlie says, what would make Doom become good? Because I can't see them killing Robert Downey Jr. as a villain. What's up, Lou? Welcome in, my guy. Well, if they adapt the comics, when Reed remakes the universe, or when Reed is granted the power to remake the universe, and technically Franklin remakes it, but Reed guides him. When they remake the universe, part of the deal, one of the things that Reed did was he fixed Victor's face. And then after that, Victor decided he wanted to go on a redemption quest, and that's where we get, and also Tony Stark died at the end of some event after after Secret Wars. I can't remember which one. Civil War II, I think. And after that, Von Doom, with his fixed face, decided the world needed an Iron Man, so he became infamous Iron Man. Of course, everyone was skeptical and thought he was up to some shit because, well, he's Victor fucking Von Doom. But that's how he became good in the comics, at least for a while. Brent says, me and my friends are talking about Happy Days and Robin Williams movies. I mean, loved me Happy Days growing up. And who doesn't love Robin Williams? So that's sick. So yeah, that's how he became good in the comics. He became infamous Iron Man. Matthew says, I like Ron behind the camera. Well, I mean, up until recently anyway. I didn't like those Tom Hanks movies from Dan Brown or the Han Solo movie. Oh, I don't remember. I know I saw the Da Vinci Code. I can't remember if I saw Angels and Demons. I read both the books. The books are good. But yeah, But yeah, in general, he's pretty good behind the camera. Well, zone out. Charlie says, well, Secret Invasion sucked. There's narrative weight to the real Rhodey being absent for his best friend saving the world. Him being the one to make the big sacrifice to save Doom could work. You mean Rhodey being the one to make the big sacrifice? That could work. I mean, I'd be here for it. I don't know if they'd actually write them that way, but I'd be down. I don't think Marvel would do that, but if they decided to, that'd be cool. On the other hand, I would really appreciate it if they somehow addressed it in a way good enough to not have that be fucked up. And him not being around for that shit. Hopefully they can figure something like that out. That would be nice. And he says, I like Apollo 23, Backdraft, Ransom, Willow, Splash, Cinderella Man, A Beautiful Mind. Yes, I agree. Apollo 13, yeah. Yeah, no, those are all good. I love Backdraft. I heard rumblings that they're thinking about doing or remaking that, and I'm like, God, just stop, Hollywood. Yeah, I've never watched Ozark, C-Dub. I've heard good things, but I've heard so many good things about so many different shows, and I'm like, like I think that new Terminator Zero starts tomorrow or Friday, and I want to watch that. But yeah, it's been 4 years, and T'Challa is, well, first of all, he's just too significant to the to Marvel in general, and he's very significant to the story that they're adapting over the next 3 years. So yeah, it's time. It is time to recast T'Challa. I mean, obviously he's going to have to come from another universe, but it's time. What say you, chat? Do you agree? Ozark is fucking awesome? All right. Travis says, note. I'd rather Rhodey to have been around in the past few films. Yeah, me too. But him hold out his hand and saying, Doom, you looking for this? Giving him an arc reactor would be a dumb but funny callback. Yeah, it would. I know exactly what you're talking about. The party after they got the staff from, what's his name? Strucker. Von Strucker. Age of Ultron. Love that movie. Matthew says, Robin was great in the hated Spielberg movie Hook with a brilliant John Williams score. Was that hated? I fucking love Hook, bro. And I didn't realize John Williams did that score, but that explains why it's so goddamn awesome. Because John Williams. And John Williams is the fucking goat of cinema scores. There are others who are really, really good. Don't get me wrong. Zimmer's badass. What's his fucking name? The homie that does a lot of Burton movies. Danny Elfman. Elfman's really good. Zimmer's really good. A couple of the guys that Lucasfilm has working for him are actually really good. But John Williams is the fucking GOAT. Period. End of story. And was that really hated? Theo says, if you like Breaking Bad or Sopranos, Ozark is legit on that level. No cap. Well. Based on a true story, the book Lost Moon by Jim Lovell. Cool. Brooke says, I'm personally fine with the T'Challa recast. Would love to see more of Black Panther in the future. For sure. And since he would be multiversal, there's no reason he and Shuri can't share the mantle. At least for a while. 8-Man says, yo, Hook is dear to my heart, my dude. Right? Rufio. Hell yeah. Austin Stein, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Michael Giacchino. Is that a proposed actor for T'Challa? Let me look him up. Michael Giacchino. Oh, composer. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he good. Giacchino good. But he's not John fucking Williams. Matthew says, good morning, Vietnam. Dead Poet Society, Goodwill Hunting. Such a brilliant, brilliant act. I know, dude. All of those are magnificent fucking movies. A-Man says, yeah, it actually is, and I really need to go pick Ozark back up. All right. Travis says, I don't see why they can't just put T'Challa's soul in a new body. So many shows and movies have done it, and it makes sense. I'm going to say that outside of Doctor Strange and Wanda and Multiverse of Madness, they haven't really fucked with that kind of stuff. Like that's the kind of stuff that they probably are going to want to work in more of the supernatural side of Marvel before they start doing stuff like that. But I mean, honestly, I don't really see how that's too much different than just bringing in a multiversal variant. C-Dub says, I got to see John Williams live with the Chicago Philharmonic. He had 3 encores, Emperor's March, Jurassic Park, and Last Star Wars theme. Well, that must have been magnificent. Fuck you, you lucky bastard, but that must have been fucking magnificent. Brooke says, Beautiful Mind is a good movie, too. Yes, it is. Travis says, the cheesier route to go is Morgan Stark seeing Doom as Tony, not acknowledging how deformed he may be, being part of what makes Doom change. Could be, but I don't think they're going to deform him very much. I think you don't hire the dude who was Iron Man for well over a decade to be Von Doom without it being intimately associated with his identity as Tony Stark in some fashion or form. Like, him having Tony Stark's face is going to be super important to their story, I think. So I honestly don't think his face is going to be, like, highly damaged. I think they're going to go more Books of Doom route than Hickman's Secret Wars route with that one. Brent says, Hook was the perfect sequel to Disney's original Peter Pan animated movie. You know what? I think I can agree with that. I agree. Did you see Bicentennial Man? I don't know if I've seen it all the way through, and the bit, I know I've seen some of it, and it was a long time ago. But I do remember enjoying what I saw of it. Matty says, hard to believe that guy wrote Batman and Robin that wrote the screenplay for A Beautiful Mind. How can it be the same guy who did the 1990s remake of Lost in Space with Joey from Friends? Well, how did Joss Whedon go from Avengers movies to what he did with Justice League? Travis says, of what little I know of Doom, his deformation is a single scar. Well, that's what I believe that's what the how it's treated like in Books of Doom. But in Hickman's Secret Wars run, his face was fucked up. Like fucked up. Like pseudo Red Skull looking. Let me see if I can find an image. See if I can find an image of that. Secret. Oops. Let's put a year in there too. 2015 Secret Wars. Dr. Doom. Images. Where's the face? Well, that's him behind the shit. Let's try this. Where is it? God damn it. Why can't I find anything? Let's try this. Dr. Doom. Scars. All right. Well, I can't find the motherfucker, but he basically looks like sort of like the Red Skull, but with actual burns. Akiva Goldsman. I know the name. What have you done? Oh, he's the screenwriter. Okay. I, Robot, decent. I'm Legend, decent. Cinderella Man. Filmography. All right. Client, Silent Fall, Batman Forever, Time to Kill. Ooh, A Time to Kill? That's a great fucking movie. Batman Robin, Lost in Space, Practical Magic was decent. Beautiful Mind. I, Robot, Cinderella Man, Da Vinci Code, I Am Legend, Angels and Demons, Winter's Tale, The Divergent Series, Insurgent. Okay. Fifth Wave, Rings, Transformers, The Last Night, The Dark Tower, Stephanie. That's a mixed resume. Gotta say, that is a mixed resume for Sheezy. All right. Brent says, I liked the Lost in Space remake. I never saw the original Lost in Space series or Battlestar Galactica. And he's also doing full work on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Oh, really? I've heard good things about that show. Bicentennial Man, where Robin went. Oh, yeah, I remember. It looks like the racist Asian robots from the Styx Mr. Roboto album. Yeah, the 80s were fun like that. Brooke says, Battlestar Galactica is definitely a show I want to watch. The original or the new one with Katie Sackhoff as Starbuck? Or both. Brent's liked what he's seen so far as Strange New Worlds. Brent also says the song Big Time by Peter Gabriel sounds like the Spaceballs theme song parodies it. I mean, you never fucking know. Man, he says, then again, I said the same about Chris Terrio for Star Wars and Batman vs. Superman, and he did good on that Affleck script Argo. I never saw Argo. Doom's face without the mask is pretty terrifying with how deformed it is, but the way Hickman had it drawn, or asked for it to be drawn, yes. C-Dub says, I've got video of it if you want to see. It was so epic. JW is our Beethoven. Did you know JW is considered the greatest concerto composer of all time rather than movie scores? I did not know that, but also it doesn't surprise me. And yeah, please post that video in the Discord. Brent says, my friends and I are at Wendy's, a burger restaurant. Yeah, I know about Wendy's, man. Fucking, I love me a Baconator. I love me a Baconator, bro. What am I watching? Both the original and the new Battlestar Galacticas, Brooke? Cool. I mean, neither would I. I feel like I'm missing. I'm missing holes in my nerd punch card, and Battlestar Galactica is one of them. Unfortunately, that is one of them. Excuse me. So. He was a great jazz pianist and composer, too. It's where the name Johnny came from. Oh. Really? That's cool. That's cool. How do you guys feel about Sigourney Weaver herself confirming she's in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? Friend says, that's what me and my friend had, Baconator cheese fries. Oh, hell yeah. C-Dub loves him some Battlestar Galactica, which the final season was a little better. I mean, that seems to be a problem these days. You know, if not the entire final season, at least the finale. Hollywood has had a lot of trouble sticking the landing lately. I mean, that's not just me, right? Like, it's rampant. It's not just Disney. It's not just Marvel. It's just all over the place. It's rampant. That fucking town has forgotten how to end a show. Or even a season. Matty says Lost in Space was one of his first TV scores, and it is fantastic. I have no doubt. But that's also pretty cool. Brooke says, I think Sigourney Weaver was incredible in the Alien films. I think she could make the Mandalorian movie better if the script is good. She could enhance the quality of the film. I agree. Ahsoka had a mediocre ending. Oh, most definitely. Especially, less Episode 8 than Episode 7. Episode 7 was horrible. And Episode 8 was just, yeah. 1, 2, and 3, good. 4, 5, 6, fuck yeah. 7 and 8. Anyone going over to Twitch and finish Ahsoka up with Josh tomorrow night? Yeah, I think as long as they don't make her, as long as they write her well, Sigourney's going to definitely upgrade that movie. For sure. Matthew says the remake was shot on HD cam. It's ironic that the original was shot on film so they could do a 4K of that, but not the remake, which is stuck 1080p of Battlestar Galactica. That is weird. See, this is not just you chilling. Battlestar Galactica, Lost, Game of Thrones. See, I haven't watched all of Lost. I've watched a chunk of Lost, but not all of Lost. And I haven't finished Game of Thrones yet either. I'm completely caught up on Hot D. Prez says, I'm no longer naked. Sorry, boys. You would manage to type that in the second I say Hot D, wouldn't you? You motherfucker. Brent says, I think the ending of Ahsoka set up a Luke versus Thrawn series. I mean, I'd be totally here for that. A, I don't think the current regime would do it, and B, I wouldn't want them to anyway. Let me put it this way. I think this will simplify it. Any kick-ass Star Wars idea that anyone comes up with will probably suck under the current regime, and I don't want it done under the current regime. Just hold off all the really good ideas until those people are gone. Then you can make some kick-ass shit. C-Dub says, it's more rare to have a show that feels complete from beginning to end. Rare today. Yes, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul stuck the landing. I've heard that. Prez says, yes, sir. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you are, so fresh and so clean, Prez. And I'm sure the people you live with are even more glad than I. Yeah, I actually think Sigourney being in the Mando Grogu movie definitely has the potential to elevate that movie. I will say that. Not a guarantee, because they still have to give her a good script to work with. I mean, she's fucking awesome, but, even she can only do so much with a garbage script, Prez says, I think I'm going to rewatch Ahsoka 4 through 6 after this stream. I mean, it's a pretty good idea. I don't know what I'm going to watch. I actually just finished watching a Wyatt Earp documentary. Specifically, the Cowboy War part of his life rather than his entire life, Tombstone. He says, it might be too late to make that Luke show, though. Hamill is 72. I never found cartoon Luke in CGI convincing. Sebastian Stan. Bucky would make a very good Luke. He resembles. They're not twins, but he resembles a younger Hamill. Excuse me. So yeah, Sebastian Stan is the solution to that particular problem. At least for 15-ish years. Yeah. You watch that on Netflix? Yeah, I just finished that last night. It was fun to watch that and then do a mental comparison to the Kurt Russell amazing movie Tombstone. Although really that's more of a Val Kilmer movie to me than a Kurt Russell movie because Val Kilmer fucking killed it as Doc Holliday. Oh my God. I have 2 guns. One for each of you. Yeah. So drunk he's seeing double. I have 2 guns. One for each of you. It was an interesting documentary live action thing, yes. And I must say, the actress they cast for Josephine Marcus is an attractive woman. Quite pretty. Oh yeah, Tombstone is totally goated. And you realize the one homie at the beginning is what's his goddamn name? Is like a tubby Billy Bob Thornton. Maddie says, because that story would be cool if handled well in between 6 and 7. But you can't remake Last Jedi. Yeah. Yeah. We're pretty much stuck with the sequels. I can almost remember the homie's name that Billy Bob was playing. Brent said they de-aged Harrison Ford in the beginning of Dial of Destiny. They can do the same for Mark Hamill. Well, yeah. Well, there's the cost of de-aging him for a scene or two and then de-aging him for an entire fucking show. That would become prohibitive. They're going to need an actor or animation. It's either going to have to be a recast or animation in order to get that show. I'm fine with them. Honestly, I'm totally cool if they do recasts for younger versions of Luke, Leia, Han. Just not under this regime. Like, I'm tired of this regime messing up my Star Wars. Andy says, Disney leaves all Luke stories up to novels and comics, like this upcoming Jakku War trilogy. Yeah? Well, that's because KK don't like Luke. I don't care what she fucking says. She's tired of Luke Skywalker. Well, she's tired of the real Skywalkers, basically. So, there's that. But yeah, the cost to de-age someone for an entire series would be not acceptable to the corporation. Brent, I don't think. What else we got going over here? Where was it? Oh, yeah. Do you guys like Dan Trachtenberg doing the Predator movies? Like, he's the one that did Prey. Well, it turns out he's got a new Predator movie that is titled Badlands, but that one is set sometime in the future. I love the Predator franchise. Like, to various degrees, I like all the Predator movies. Obviously, some are better than others, but I don't think any of them are, like, trash. Do you guys watch Yellowstone? No. Who's the guy that created it? Like, he's got, like, 80 fucking shows at this point, I swear. The homie who created Yellowstone, but I've heard, like, basically they're all good. So, Brent says, just remember how Luke Skywalker made people feel in Mando 2 and Book of Boba Fett. Oh, yeah, no. Definitely. I agree. The problem is that kind of deep faking / de-aging is, again, just super fucking expensive. And after spending $180 million on the failure known as the Acolyte, they ain't doing that shit again. Trust me. Iger will not allow it. He's made promises to the shareholders / investors that he's going to be cutting shit, so they will not be spending the money to deep fake Luke for an entire show. That is just not going to fucking happen. Brooke says, Prey was pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, I still haven't gotten around to watching that one either. Original Predator film with Schwarzenegger is goated. Oh, yeah. Brooke says, yeah, honestly, all I wanted is Grandmaster Luke Skywalker in all his glory in the sequels, not the one we actually got. Yeah, that's the widely held opinion. Prey says, when was the last time y'all watched Logan? I appreciate that movie even more after Deadpool and Wolverine. It's been a minute. Not that long. I've watched it this year. I know that. I just can't remember when exactly, but well, maybe it was late last year, early this year. Within the last year, I have watched Logan. Not super recently, but within the last year. Brooke says, I still can't believe they spent $180 million on the Acolyte. That's just insane. Yeah. I mean, it would have been less insane if the show actually looked like they spent $180 million on it and was better written and all that shit. Yeah. Basically, if it was good, it wouldn't matter. I mean, winning cures all ills and losing turns them into cancer. Basically. Brooke says, Logan was so good, I watched it a week before watching Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah. Well, I didn't watch it a week before, but yeah, Logan is phenomenal. Brent says, that's more than they spent on Revenge of the Sith. For real? Like, for real, for real? What? Are you fucking kidding me? Production budget for the Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. $113 million. Good God. Fucking ridiculous, bro. Fucking ridiculous. And he says, I like Mangold, but I hated Dial of Destiny. It didn't fit him well. Spielberg should have just made the 5th indie, just not that awful screenplay. Yeah. Yeah. See, I haven't even watched Dial of Destiny. I've heard so much bad shit about it. Like, I don't know that... I don't know. I have not yet been able to bring myself to do it. Brent says, my favorite parts of The Acolyte were May, Osha, Jecki, Lord... Yord, you mean? Soul and Chimere. I like Jecki. I like Soul. And I like Chimere. Oh, yeah, no, I know. Autocorrect fucks so much of my stuff up, Brent. I totally get it. But, yeah, just those three. C-Dub says, bro, Yellowstone is so good. It's modern-day Western Sopranos. Cast is so good. Goddamn. I'm missing out on so many things. And he says, I like Walk the Line, Night and Day, Logan, Ford v Ferrari, The Wolverine, and 310 to Yuma. Are those all Mangold movies, I'm guessing? Wait, The Wolverine? The fuck? Yeah, Yord autocorrected to Lord. Yep. Yord. That's how I say his name. It's Yord. Yord Horde. Jesus. Definitely Daphne the Screaming Queen. C-Dub says, I love Mangold, but Dial of Diarrhea absolutely didn't fit him and felt out of pocket. That's what I hear. Be right back. All right, man. Take your time. Do what you got to do, bro. We're just chilling, talking nerdy here. If you got life stuff, handle it. Ain't no thing here. Brooke says, I want to check out The Sopranos show. People say if you liked Breaking Bad, you will like Sopranos, and Breaking Bad was peak. Delta Dan, what's cracking? How you doing, bro? Yeah, all those movies were Mangold? Okay. I didn't know Mangold did the Wolverine. Sorry, my back itches. There we go. What's good? Streaming's good. I love it. What's good with you, bruh? Which reminds me, new people, when they come into the chat, are awesome reminders that y'all need to hit the like button. And if you have not yet done so, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Just, click, click, click. Or actually, from your perspective, it'd be click, click, click. That's it. That fast. Done. 2013 Wolverine was really good, in my opinion, too. Oh, yeah. No, you mean Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine? Yeah, outside of that travesty of a Deadpool, I did enjoy that movie. Yes. Yeah, that was a fuck. I was in the theater watching that, and when they showed how he handled Deadpool, I was like, bro. But at least they made the fight scene dope, so that helps. And then, of course, the time traveling after Deadpool 2. Hey, welcome back, Brady. Talking about the second Wolverine that came out after X-Men Origins. Oh, yeah, though, that one's just called The Wolverine. Yep. Silver Samurai and all that shit. C-Dub says, Sopranos is so good. It walked so Breaking Bad could run, especially if you like mafia movies. I love mafia movies, which reminds me. Speaking of mafia type stuff, I am actually, despite my basically meh feeling for the Pattinson movie, I'm actually quite intrigued by the Penguin show that's coming out pretty soon. And that is because that just looks like a dope ass gangster show. Like I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna be watching it because it's associated with the Reeves verse. Finally remembered his name, fucking Matt Reeves. Yeah, I'm not watching that. I will not. I will not be watching that show because of the Reeves Pattinson movie. I will be watching that show because it looks like a dope-ass gangster show, and those I like. Man says, I didn't like Wolverine Origins, but I thought Victor Creed was good. Well, Liev Schreiber is just awesome in anything. I fucking love Liev Schreiber. Good score. Hugh Jackman kind of wasted. Bad CGI. I even saw the first cut without finished effects that leaked. Oh, well, I mean, yeah. It definitely was not perfect, but I enjoyed it a lot. Brooke says, to be honest, I loved all the Wolverine films, but of course I'm positively biased towards the character. I mean, who isn't? Oh, X-Men Origins was the first X-Men movie you actually watched? Cool. Matthew says Hugh Jackman was totally good, and they should have made R-rated Wolverine movies. Well, Logan was R-rated. I'm pretty sure. Wasn't Logan R-rated? I remember them dropping multiple F-bombs in that movie. So I'm pretty sure it had to be R-rated. Wow, nice typing job, buddy. You know what? Bro, go back. Jesus Christ. Ratong. There. Oh, Jesus. No, I want not that rating. Yeah. Logan was R-rated. Yeah. Brady says, I like that one. I saw it in theaters and was blown away at the time. Now I still love it, but maybe it's lost some of its sparkle for me. Are you talking about X-Men Origins Wolverine? Yeah. Yeah, I still love it, but yeah, like Brooks says, the Deadpool and X-Men Origins Wolverine was kind of crap. Well, I would personally eliminate the kind of from that sentence, but yeah. Maddie says, I totally got into an argument with a friend over X-Men First Class. I loved it. What? They didn't like First Class? Shit. CUB says, agreed, chillin'. Not watching for Reeves or Batman. I want to see some HBO Sopranos level gangster shit. Farrell crushes that role. Yes, he does. Brent says, I watched X-Men 1 through 3 several years ago. I would revisit them. Honestly, I do. I revisit them. What is happening here? What is going on? Wait, what was that? What's that? Okay, no, we're good. Ooh, wait. Is that the one I'm thinking of? One moment. Okay. Slapper moment. Hold on, people. Damn it, I was early. Shit. Oh well. All right. That's one of my favorites on the playlist. For two movies, though, Logan and Deadpool 3. Yep. Cito says, freaking Venom should be rated R. So bummed it's not, but stupid Craven is? So lame. Well, I mean, I honestly, a lot of people would disagree. There's a fair chunk of people that would disagree with the fact that really good violence can, like, improve, if not actually save movies. So, honestly, the gratuitous violence will probably make that movie more watchable, at least for me, than otherwise. But yes, definitely Venom. All Venom movies should be R-rated. Period. End of story. Delta Dan says, I just rewatched all the X-Men movies. Most of them hold up. They're all over the place at times, but pretty good and better than nothing. Agreed. I'm so curious and hyped mostly to see how the MCU handles them. And yeah, they said it wasn't based on the comic, which was in the original Kirby world. Brooke says, I love the first Venom and looking forward to Venom The Last Dance. Brent says, I liked Venom in Spider-Man 3. Delta says, oh, I didn't know Craven was rated R. Yep. Venom should always be rated R. Definitely. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first Venom movie. Carnage was... I don't hate it as much. I don't hate it. I don't think it's complete trash. I understand why people would, but I don't hate it. I think it's aight. And I am looking forward to The Last Dance. But yeah, it definitely should be R-rated, and I still hate the fact that it's called The Last Dance. That is just such a stupid-ass title. They put out a picture of a crew T-shirt where all it said was Venom, and it had a 3 for the E, and that sure was pimp. Like, that's all they had to do. That would be a sick-ass logo. What was on that shirt? I wonder if I can find that. See if I can find that, maybe. Venom, The Last Dance crew T-shirt. No, I don't. Oh. Film crew T-shirt. Let's try that. Because I saw this shit on the TwitX. Fuck. You just have to take my word for it. But it was a hell of a lot more dope than that. Man, it says the First Class comic has the Kirby lineup of characters and original 60s costumes. I guess some fans want a direct one-to-one copy. I mean, yeah, it's not always feasible. As long as there's a good attempt made at it, that's good enough for me. You know, I mean, although I did not mind the black leather that they did in the 2000 X-Men. I would have preferred more comic accurate costumes, but I didn't mind it. I loved the fact that X-Men 97 turned the would you prefer blue and yellow spandex joke around to what? You prefer black leather? Y'all know what I'm talking about when Cyclops was digging out a uniform for Cable. They trying to steal clicks from Michael Jordan. What are you even talking about, Delta Dan? I lack context. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro. I want to. Please explain. Oh, did you guys see this? Them prepping the fuck? There we go. Got some practical thing effects happening here. Now, I don't know if they're going to end up CGIing over it to clean it up, probably, but that's a pretty comic accurate face, though. So I like that. The only thing about practical the thing is he's still like, and that was one of the problems I had with the Chickless version too, is he was still essentially human sized and the thing is not fucking human sized. He's huge. Excuse me. The Michael Jordan doc called The Last Day. Oh, right. Brent says Star Wars Outlaws came out for early release yesterday. Yep, I've seen various people on the YouTubes putting out, streaming it and putting out gameplay videos and that kind of shit. C-Dub says I like Venom, especially Tom Hardy, but damn does he feel limited by the PG-13 rating. Hardy's range thrives in R and TV MA ratings. Peaky Blinders. Oh my god, I love Peaky Blinders. I still have to watch the final season of that. But I love Peaky Blinders. I can't wait for the fucking movie. It's going to be dope. Maddie says that reminds me of the Roger Corman movie. Not sure what you're speaking of. Brooks says, yeah, I think Venom could really unleash Hardy's potential if it's rated R. Oh, yeah. Revenant, Lawless. Okay, yeah. No, Tom Hardy's fucking dope, bro. I like Tom Hardy. What is Sony thinking, Prez? They're not. That's the problem. They're fucking not. That is the crux of the issue. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tom Hardy and Peaky Blinders is amazing. Hard to understand, but amazing. Oh, you watch people play it also, Brent? You like it? Well, let me be more specific. I have seen thumbnails of people making videos in YouTube and some of the people I follow on Twitter, but I have not actually watched any of the gameplay for myself. Fantastic Four unreleased 1994 movie. Yeah. Brooks says, I want to see The Revenant. I heard this really good. Yeah, I've heard that too. I have heard that as well. What do you guys think about that we're getting fucking Ultron? I probably talked about that on Saturday already, but what do y'all think? I'm fucking hyped for that. Tom Hardy gets criticized for what role? Dark Knight Rises? What's that movie's rating? PG-13. Actually, I think it was more the accent. Honestly, I think it's more the accent than anything else. Got my big chunky baby. Look at this chonk. Ow! What? Stop climbing me. Any precious? All right. Thumbs up. Ow. Thank you. You didn't like him as Shinzon or as Mad Max? I haven't seen either of those, so... Delta Dan says, I'm hyped for James Spader coming back for sure. Oh, me too. I'm a Spader stan. Fucking love me some Spader. Did I watch Year One? Batman Year One? No, I did not. Aw, nice cat. Thank you, Brent. Big old kitty, says Brady. Yes, he is. Delta Dan says, Tom Hardy is always good, in my opinion. I mean, he always does the best he can with what he's given. Maddie says, Bane he did a great job on, though no, not comic accurate, but it fit Nolan's world more than the mutant guy. Yeah, I think, well, I should say this. I hope, well, first, I hope Superman's good. And then, assuming Superman is the bomb and Gunn gets to continue, I hope he finds a way to make Bane a little more comic accurate and, like, you know, not being all hooge until he, you know, injects that shit into himself. Hopefully he does that, assuming he actually gets the chance to. Because if for whatever reason Superman bombs, he gone. Daddy's ass don't fuck around like that. I mean, technically, I don't know if y'all knew this. I'm going to shit on James Gunn just a little bit. But Peter Safran was literally the last choice to take over DC Studios. Daddy Zaz didn't want Gunn. But Safran's like, I will not take this job without Gunn. And since they were literally down to their last choice on the list, then they went ahead with it. Misa back. Cool. Welcome back, Tim. CEO says that accent was weird, but Nolan told him to use it. The Bane character just wasn't well written, especially knowing what source material they had to work with. I mean, yeah. If they did Nightfall, they did the broken back thing in Rises. Yes. Tim says James Gunn lives in his mom's basement. No, but sometimes he writes like he does. Sometimes he writes like he does. But I mean, it's not like he hasn't done movies I've liked. Like I like the Guardians movies. I actually do really want to see Brightburn. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm sure he's done some other stuff that I enjoyed, but you know, I did not enjoy The Suicide Squad at all. That for me, that's the DC equivalent of Love and Thunder. I hate fucking The Suicide Squad. I hate that movie. See, as the fucking broken back part. I want Azrael and Nightwing. I mean, if they had gotten Nolan to stick around and continue his story, I think we might have had a Joseph Gordon-Levitt Nightwing, or at least a Robin for a minute. And he says Keaton didn't care about Batgirl. I was surprised he admitted he does these just for the check. I mean, yeah. Keaton's entering his Harrison Ford phase now. He just doesn't give a fuck. And it's for fun and the check. But yeah. Brent says also Batman Gotham by Gaslight was good. Brooke says Brightburn was all right. I liked it. Yeah. I'm just intrigued by the idea of Clark Kent going psycho when he hits puberty, basically. Brooke says, watch the Batman animated series and Cape Crusader. Do you want to watch some other Batman animated shows as well? Yeah, there's plenty of animated Batman on Max, that's for sure. I still haven't watched the full Batman animated series. I know, I suck. And I haven't watched any Cape Crusader yet, although I think that looks dope. Press says, Misa in a big doodoo this time. Yeah. Keep that up, you will be. Rick says, I want to try and find more comics to read that has Batman who laughs. That's a freaky motherfucker right there. Matthew said, I thought he was badass in The Flash, but the rest of the movie around him wasn't good. I can agree. I can agree with that. He did well. Brooke says, I don't know which is more terrifying, evil Superman or Batman who laughs with Joker's personality. Evil Superman. Evil Superman could literally take over the world. You like Batman Beyond? It was, I'm guessing that was supposed to be sweet. No, Delta Dan, I'm chilling, chillin', and you are relaxing. That's what's happening. You're relaxing. I'm chilling. Silly cat. By the way, my cat does play fetch, which is really fun. When he realizes which direction I threw the hair tie, it's fun. Of course, him going the wrong way is also fun too. Yeah. What do you guys got going questions, concerns? I'm done with all my planned subjects. Steve says, what do y'all think about this upcoming Absolute Batman comic where Bruce is a construction worker, not rich or a detective? I wasn't aware of Bruce's backstory in Absolute Batman. I think that's an interesting take, but unlike Josh, I fucking hate that logo. I hate that logo. Chilling like a villain on penicillin. Well, stop sticking your dick in dirty places. You won't need the penicillin. Brooks says, actually, Batman Who Laughs does become insanely powerful with multiversal powers and stuff. Apparently, he becomes the Darkest Knight or something, his power level, and gets cosmic powers. Wow, I wasn't aware of that. And he says, Killing Joke is terrifying on the page. They messed up the adaptation and animation. Even Mark Hamill seemed off a bit from how he usually read that part of cons. But yeah, Killing Joke on the page is awesome. Tim says, just got home from work, wanted to come back to stream, which I appreciate, and play a little Halo too. Brent says, Superman taking over the world could be stopped by the rest of the Justice League led by Batman. Yeah, probably. But not without losing most of the Justice League. Brooks says, oh yeah, Brightburn is pretty terrifying as a film. To be honest, I do recommend it a lot. Would have been cool, in my opinion, to see a sequel to it. Press says, sorry, I'm doing like 3 things at once. I mean, that's cool, bro. Tildan says, I'm doing 10, Press. Step it up. Oh, sorry, buddy. Give me 1 second. Hey. I threw it this way. All right. As Injustice, a video game? Yeah. They have a comic version of Injustice too? You and your friend Colt beat Halo 4? Nice. Den of multitasking. Well, we're not in that channel right now. You're concerned about the questions? What questions are you concerned about, Prez? Yeah, exactly. Brooke says, I may be about to head out soon. I'm hyped for Terminator Zero. Oh, yeah. And also want to see the Watchmen animated film that came out recently. I forgot about that one. I need to check that shit out, too. Now he says, Halo 6 is the one I got bored of, just not the same. Tough being the Prez these days. Yeah. Brent says, I stream Wolfenstein 3D on my Brent Solden channel. I did episodes 1 and 2 so far. Nice. See, I'm old. I remember when Wolfenstein first came out and played it on PC with some friends at college. It was fun. Brooke says, I'm glad there's never a shortage of stuff to watch. For me, it's all about just taking the time to watch good shows and movies and spending less time on Twitter, YouTube Shorts, etc. I mean, yeah, I agree. And he says, I feel at home playing the remake of 1 through 3. Yeah, I've heard very good things about the Halo games. And I've heard bad things about the Halo show. Tim says, Halo Infinite is much better now. It's like a night and day difference from launch. Well, that's good. Rick says, I loved Wolfenstein New World Order and Wolfenstein The New Colossus. Yeah, see, So remember how I was talking about when I played Wolfenstein in college? That's also the last time I played it. Matthew says, I had Dark Forces with Kyle Katarn. I still remember the levels. Nice. Very nice. I've never been a big gamer. Probably because I have, fuck it. I have crappy hand-eye coordination, so my video game skills are quite low, especially FPSs. I'm so bad at FPSs. This is, I remember getting Wolfenstein and Doom installed on a computer my grandpa gave me on like 18 floppy disks. Yeah, 18 floppy disks. Fucking, what was that, 5 3/4? 5 1/4? Yeah. 5 1/4, I think, for the floppies. And then I thought it was so cool when they came out with the hard plastic 3.5-inch discs. I thought that was the coolest thing when that first came out. Oh. All right. Brooks says, I'm only now trying to get into gaming more. Bought a ton of games on Steam last year, trying to play more of them whenever I can. There you go. Hopefully you timed it well and got a bunch of them on sale. Save some dough. Brett says, I watched a full playthrough of Wolfenstein Youngbloods on YouTube. Nice. Brett says, LOL, chilling, you asked us if we have any questions or concerns, so I said I'm concerned about the questions. Bad joke. Or maybe it wasn't necessarily a bad joke. It could be just the person you were telling the joke to is dense as fuck. C-Dub says, I played Wolfenstein on Windows 3.1 in Computer Lab, 8th grade. What year was that? Because for me, it would be 93. Deldan says, yup. And he says, I had floppy X-Wing for DOS, Rebel Assault for CD-ROM, and TIE Fighter CD-ROM. Did I have... What are you doing, goofball? I know I played X-Wing. I'm trying to remember if it was for DOS or not. Shit. Can't remember. Brooks says, I want to try to actually play Baldur's Gate 3 too, but right now I've just been playing zombies, getting a bit better at this one map, and also try to get back into Mass Effect as well. Hey, you only buy games on Steam when there's a sale? Right. Oregon Trail was the peak in middle school. Yeah. 1993, I was 13. Yeah, I graduated high school in 93. Dan the man, what's going on, bro? Did Disney do something to start up the... No. Today was the date today is when Chadwick passed 4 years ago. So the question now is, since it's been 4 years, is it time to actually fucking get him recast and get him in Secret Wars where he fucking belongs? Do you have the original boxes for Doom and Wolfenstein 3D? Damn, bro. That's awesome. That is awesome. They carded you for Doom 2? That's funny. Shit. That is kind of funny, though. All right. I'm going to have to take another potty break and get another drink real quick. I will be back shortly. Damn man says, damn. Yeah, here's hoping we'll see a variant in Secret Wars, if not Doomsday. Yeah, definitely. Man says, I had someone buy that for me just like I cheated to see Terminator 2 when I wasn't old enough to see it. Oh, yeah, I saw that in the theater, too. So good. Brent says, I beat the original Oregon Trail, the one with a floppy disk with graphics where you hunt and ford the river. Yeah. C-Dub says, we're old, chillin'. I remember when there was no internet or phones. I assume you mean cells. Chill and I are the last generation that will remember those times, like people who were alive before electricity and cars. I mean, yeah, we're Gen X. Gen X was a big technological crossover generation. Like, at least for people around my age, our grandparents and great grandparents really saw the industrial age really like start cranking. I mean, it started in the late 1800s, so probably going into the great great grandparents for Gen Xers. But like my mom's grandma lived to be 100 and shit, I don't remember, but she was born in like 1887, right? So think about what she saw. You know, that means she'd be old enough to start remembering shit like 1903, 1904, 1905 at the latest. So she was around to see the end of the Old West because the Old West lasted into the early 1900s, folks. I mean, it wasn't like super wild like it was in the late 1800s, but it was still the Old West at that point. She would have seen cars come into being. Every war we've been in up until Desert Storm, I think. Yeah, the advent of cars, the advent of computers, the advent of... Yeah, that. Headless Ned, what's going on, bro? You don't think they can recast? Ooh, explain. Matthew says, nobody in school had a cell phone. The Game Boy and a beeper was the most advanced tech, or calculator, if not an internet message board on dial-up on CompuServe and AOL. Oh, yeah. Dial-up. Del Dan says, remember finally getting a web page loaded on the old 56K on AOL and getting a call and it would disconnect you? Yep. You had a see-through case for your beeper head, Ned? Yeah, Motorola, bro. This my other baby. He not as chunky. This my other baby. This is Darth Smudge. And he is a little Sith asshole. Price says, for once, I feel young at 30. Well, you should, motherfucker, because I felt young at 32. As well. And also at 32. Brent says, I feel young at 40. I mean, I was still feeling pretty good at 40. It didn't, like, it started going downhill a bit in my late 30s, but once I hit, like, 44, 45, that's when the joints are all like, you know what? Fuck you, buddy. I got a partially torn fucking rotator cuff in this shoulder. Both my knees are getting shot. Ugh. ParityNet got an award for being the worst website on the internet. Wow. Nice. Yeah, I'm a kitty. Took like 15 minutes to get on AOL. Yeah. C-Dub says, I learned how to build my own PCs by replacing modems after they got fried from electrical surges from the phone line. Delta's got Xbox One. Or on Xbox. You have a gaming laptop, but it's outdated. Oh, thank you, Brett. He is adorable. When he's not being a little shit. Man says, I still remember when Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis were considered cutting edge. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Played NHLPA 93 with my roommate on his Genesis up at college. C-Dub says I'm 44. You know, I'm going to be 49 this October. 30 to 40, yeah. Cute little smudge. Thank you, Brady. Delta Dan's 38. Tim's 33. C-Dub says 30 to 40 was the best age. Yeah. Tim's an Xboxer. What was the old online edition you could attach to? SNES? Dude, I don't even remember. I have no idea. Deltan says, but I do construction, so I feel like my body is 50. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. NBA Jam, right. Brooks says, got a gaming laptop. I've been a few years. Already starting to show its age a bit. Hoping to build a desktop of my own in a few years. Nice. A little Xbox Nerd Venture community. Get it. Got a lot of Star Wars Old Republic Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, Star Wars The Old Republic Raid Shadow Legends Albion and Wolf 3D videos on your Brent Quavapolo. Quavapolo? Which one is it? Coiv or Quav? That's cool, bro. Halo 1 translucent green Xbox One with 2 controllers, all in perfect condition. Just saving them. Yeah. One of your friends is turning 30. Nice. He's been offline for some time. Wow, that sucks. Boom shakalaka. He's on fire. Oh, yeah. And it says, some of my best memories is playing Super Star Wars Trilogy on SNES, and Clinton was president. Yes, he was. The Halo 1 days when I was 12, says Tim. Yep. Coivapolo? Cool. Yes, unlike Josh, I'm actually pretty decent at pronunciation. Matter of fact, I can't tell you how many times I've screamed at my phone like, God damn it! The time that brings you back, not the politics, just where you were. Oh, yeah, no. I mean, knowing who is president in the time frame you're talking about is always helpful. It was called the X Band. Wow. Yeah, I've heard that about Halo 1. What was it? My best friend Rob actually... he showed me some of that animated blue versus red shit. That stuff is hilarious. Those red versus blue cartoons are fucking hilarious. All right. I got to take another little potty break. Like I was going to a few minutes ago. Then we all started chatting, and then I didn't really have to anymore. But now it's back with a vengeance. So, I will be back shortly. Don't go anywhere because I'm having fun. Hopefully you're having fun. So stick around for a wee bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Red versus Blue is great. Yeah, that shit's hilarious. Halo 2 is goated also. No Xbox Live without it. I'll take your word for it. Brent says, when I was a kid, I beat Wizards and Warriors and DuckTales for the NES over and over. And when I tried showing my mom's neighbor me beating DuckTales for NES, I got all the way to the end, but Glomgold got to the lamp before Scrooge, to my utter mortification. That's a bummer. Halo, CS, StarCraft, LAN parties and tournaments back in the day. Nice. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I do believe it's time for the hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell buttons, please. Just 3 quick little clicks. Click, click, click. The goal here, I have an initial goal of trying to get to 300 subs or more, but at least 300 by the end of this year. And of course, the ultimate goal, well, not the ultimate goal, but the next the first big goal is to get to the 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours required to get what I call the partnership program light, which means I can do memberships and super chats, but I get no AdSense monies. But yeah, I want to get monetized really, really badly, but I need help. So hit all the buttons, tell your friends, retweet my posts on the TwitX. Well, first you got to follow me on the TwitX. Links to my TwitX, my Discord, and my other channel that I'm very slowly doing stuff for. It's called Basement Philosophy. Basically, that's where I deal with like the more of the real life issues that occasionally come up on these streams. That I will get on my soapbox about stuff, but most of the time I try and avoid that kind of stuff. But but I really have a lot of thoughts on that stuff too. So I started that other channel for that. So check that shit out. I've only got one intro video and one topical video on there right now, but I got a lot of ideas. So, check that one out too. If you I'd appreciate it. Delta Dan says I hit all the buttons. Nice. Thank you. You found me when I broadcast the eclipse. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Thanks, Brent. What was the first game I beat without any help, all by myself? That's a good question. Super Mario Brothers on the original Nintendo. You can get me on your girlfriend's phone? Nice. Appreciate it. Yeah, form your YouTube alts, or if you already have YouTube alts, then subscribe on all them motherfuckers. Yeah, if you do that, don't turn on the notification bell for her. She'll start wondering like, why am I getting this? What is this shit? So don't worry about the notification bell for her. But yeah, definitely get that sub button. Get the sub button. I know there's some message up here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Matthew says, being a nerd was not cool. Tell me about it. I used to carry around books like the Zahn Trilogy, Lord of the Rings, watch Star Wars and read comics, talk about being an outcast. At least the game nerds, I understood some. Yep. Oh, yeah. Super Mario Brothers. Eclipse. Delta Dan hit all the buttons. Thank you again. Brady's going to get me a sub off his girlfriend's phone. Thank you, Brady. Brent says, I have the Fellowship of the Ring and the Two Towers books, all 6 movies, and I'm looking forward to War of the Rohirrim. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to War of the Rohirrim. I think that looks badass. That looks badass. I'm definitely going to see that shit in the theater. Matthew says, I like the third one that no one liked, The Last Command. I bought that in hardback at Stop and Shop, I think. Dan was going to say either Super Mario Brothers on NES or Donkey Kong. Brooke says original Super Mario Brothers is fun. Yep. Super Mario Wonder last year, huh? Tom Ryan says, yeah, I remember when Nerdiness wasn't in as well. Yep. Lord of the Rings is just goated in general, says Brooke. I mean, yeah. I mean, Tolkien's original, you just subbed to Basement Philosophy. Thank you, Brent. Yeah, Tolkien's original books are, I enjoy them very much. But they are not what I would call an easy read. They're work. They're worth it. But those fucking books are work, bro. Those books are big time work. Matthew says, I sank so many quarters into Donkey Kong, my dad banned me. Oh, that's funny. What is your guys' problem? Like, for real. What's the deal here? I'll settle it outside of this room. Love my cats. Comes out at 12 a.m., right? What does? Where did that even go? What the fuck? Why is my chat being weird? Why is my mouse being... Why is everything being weird? Stop it. Oh, yeah, that needs a massive refresh. Yeah. Come on. Press says, okay, I'm done doing 10,000 things. Here till the end now. Nice. Oh, the Lord of the Rings show? Okay. Cool. Excuse me. Ren says, I beat the original Simpsons arcade game at the arcade. It took tons of quarters to beat. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. C-Dub says, Wolfenstein was my first. Mario 1 was my second. Beating Mario 1 was the best feeling, though. Felt like losing my gaming virginity. I mean, outside of, like, you know, the Atari 3600 and shit, the original Nintendo busted a lot of gamer cherry back in the day, for sure. Dance, do 20K things, Prez, step it up. Let the man relax. How do you guys feel about Spider-Man 4 probably ending up much more multiversal than Grounded? Dan, no, please, God, no. Man, it says, I used to speedrun A Link to the Past and Super Metroid. Nice. Didn't you guys have those, what do you call them? Those kind of replicas of those older systems with all the games built in? Like, I have the NES one. It's got like 50 games or 40 some odd games or whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I've got the NES one. I want the Sega one. Had a few games in my childhood that I didn't fully beat, but first game I fully beat was probably Lego Star Wars 2 Original Trilogy. So says Brooke. You guys got the zoomies simultaneously or what? What the fuck's going on? Presses, I want to chill. CM says, I played Atari, but it didn't have many games that you could outright beat and has a legit ending. True. Mario 1 was a trailblazer. Mini? Yeah, the mini one with the built-in games. I have the Nintendo one. I want the Sega one. I want a lot of things. Talking about Wolfenstein? Game is just something I want to get into more as I get older. Well, I'm telling you now, Brooke. You need to if you want to be like really into gaming, get into it now so it's like super built in because you will want to game less when you get older. Well, maybe not though. There's plenty of older gamers. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Fuck. Forget I said anything. Just forget I said anything. Yeah, man, if that's what you want to do, get it. Oh, my eyeball. My eyeball. Ugh. So what else is up, guys? Chat. Lurkers. If you've made it this long, rewatchers. Super NES Mini has Star Fox 2, which was unreleased. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want the Super NES Mini as well. I want all the minis. I want all the things. Favorite game arguably is World at War. Also go to game, probably one of my top 5 favorites. All right, Brooke, that's cool. Prez says, I'm okay with it. The grounded MCU has not been hitting with the normies lately. Yeah. Brent says, it says on the site, Retro Gaming, that you don't quit playing because you get older. You get older because you quit playing. You know what? I like that. I feel like there's a pretty decent amount of truth to that, honestly. Now, since I'm not a big gamer, I'm forced to do my playing this way with my YouTube channels. But, yeah. Brent says, I like watching Mike Matei. He's a good singer. Cool. I have no idea who the fuck that is, but, you know, I always appreciate a good vocalist. That is for sure. I definitely always appreciate a good vocalist. I used to be a decent vocalist. Not pro band worthy, but I used to own any karaoke bar I would walk into, whether I'd been there or not. This is a while ago. I've lost my scream. I can still sing some stuff, but my catalog has been greatly reduced, unfortunately. But yeah, Chillin' can sing a little. It says, not much of a gamer these days. We're playing Dragon Age and Mass Effect trilogies. Yeah, Mass Effect, I hear, is dope as fuck. Brick says, that is pretty based for the site to state. Yeah, it is. First Super Mario Brothers on Nintendo. He's a gamer. He does Cinemassacre and Man Baby Gaming. Okay. Not exactly sure what those are, but I mean, well, yeah, whatever. I mean, that's cool though. Sounds like, you know, gratuitous violence, and I'm always here for gratuitous violence. Not quite sure what Man Baby Gaming is though. Sounds interesting. Delta Dances just started Elden Ring and I'm lost as fuck. Yeah, see, I also have no natural sense of direction. So, like, your Tomb Raiders and Uncharted's and shit, I suck at those too because I just get lost. Brooks says, yeah, never too late to get into gaming. Also, I'm thinking of getting Warhammer Space Marines 2, probably on a discount. Yeah? Matthew says, I love Dragon Age Origins. I wish the other games were that good. Yeah, that's the only problem sometimes with, well, in any series, it's generally pretty difficult to maintain quality over a long period of time. OG Final Fantasy VII and the OG Crash Bandicoot games. Oh, Crash Bandicoot. Used to go over a buddy's house and just get fucking baked and play Crash Bandicoot for hours. We did that for a few games. Did that with Crash Bandicoot. Did that with Cool Borders 2. A few others. We'd get fried, and then I'd watch him play Silent Hill. That was always fun. Elden Ring is so good, says C-Dub. Brooke says, honestly, with Elden Ring, I kind of consulted a lot of online guides. Elden Ring has cool lore, but I don't know if it's for me, but I respect those who love the game. Matthew says, probably KOTOR 1 or Mass Effect 1, favorite of all time. Press says, sing right now, Aaron. My wife is asleep, so no. But remind me earlier in a stream, and I actually will. See if I can find a whole... no, because that'll be copyright. I was going to say, I can find fucking a karaoke video for a song I would probably be able still I could still sing, but then I'd get copy struck for the music. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Should I do not pay for any of these streaming platforms, StreamYard, Streamlabs, any of them. So, simul streaming is not really an option for me. However, I have started a Twitch. I have done literally nothing with it, but I started it. And I wouldn't mind trying to build an audience over there. So, question for you guys. Should I start just streaming over there on like maybe one Wednesday a month to start, see how it goes? And then if it starts going really good, maybe switch my Wednesday streams to Twitch and leave my Saturday streams here on YouTube. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. What do you guys think? He has a blog with, Brent says he has a blog with a list of all or most of the video games he's beaten. He's very good at playing and beating many video games. Yeah, that makes me jealous. Streams video games regularly. Nice. Fallout is Prez's favorite game franchise of all time by far. All fucking okay. For me, OG Nintendo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is up. Yeah, it's a good game. Show made you very happy. Some grapes with it, but hey, that's okay. Yeah, I still need to watch that. I don't know if Griff's still in here, but if he is, yell at me. Go ahead. Brick says, I've been hanging out with this one gamer. He streams Battlefront 2 and recently been playing a bit of Black Ops 3 Zombies with him. Sometimes he also into nerdy stuff like Star Wars or Marvel. Well, get him the fuck over here, Brooke. Rick says, with Final Fantasy, which games do you guys recommend? Okay. For a beginner, I only played a bit of Final Fantasy in like 2013. Help Brooke out, chat. C-Dub says, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was so hard for its time. Oh, yeah. It's still hard now. For people like myself. I'm going to see if you're going to see if you can get Rossi in here, Tim? Oh, that'll be fun. We can see who we can. I can see if I can out-perv Rossi, because if y'all have been around, if not in my streams, but in Justin's streams, when I'm messing around in his chat, you'll know I'm a dirty old nerd. We'll just put it that way. Like watching the YouTuber Think Noodles play Minecraft. Brooke managed to get Fallout 3 for free. Played a bit. Not sure if it was for you, but give it another try. Yeah, I should. Yeah, give it one more try. I mean, you never know. Our tastes change over time. That is a fact. Matthew, love it all. Oh, Final Fantasy till 13. Then you never played another Final Fantasy except the 7 remake. Duke Nukem. I never played it, but yes, I definitely remember it existing. You mentioned to go to Chill and Stream in the Den's member stream tonight. Thank you, C-Dub. Brooke says, I sent the guy's channel in your Discord. I think I did meet him in a Den Nerd server, but since he's got a bit busy. Okay. Matthew says, Chrono Trigger. I love them in Final Fantasy 2 and 3 Super Nintendo. NES Final Fantasy 1 is super nostalgic. You got thousands of hours in New Vegas? Damn. Delta says Rossi, a.k.a. Saki. Yeah. Nowadays, that's for sure. Should buy stock in fucking Hanes. Duke Nukem was fun. Brooke played a bit of Fallout 3 last Thursday since he was off. Oh, you were off last Friday? Nice. Aziz the Hobbit. Feel free to chat with him when he streams. He's a cool guy. All right. Cool. Cool. What am I after? I'm after this. Matthew's going to get the Pixel remaster of Final Fantasies 1 through 6 on PS4. Nice. Delta Dan says, time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. But I'm all out of gum. Duke Nukem. Nice. Oh, my God. Rossi is in here. What's up, Rossi? The Sock Lord has arrived. Speak of the devil, he shall appear. That's for damn sure. What's going on, brother? Somehow Rossi returned. It's Soxy. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Did you hit the like? Did you hit the subscribe? Did you hit the bell after the subscribes? Just 3 quick clicks. A 1, a 2, a 3. Done. Press says, new Star Wars Battlefront 2 is my favorite online multiplayer game of all time. I kill it at Heroes vs. Villains. Fight me! Don't you mean attack me with all your might? Isn't that what you mean, Prez? You did tell me that, Tim. You did tell me. You the man. Brent says, I only watched It's a Primate react to Fallout Season 1. Okay. And watch one of my cousins play Fallout the game. DM the guy's YouTube channel. Send it my server as well. Cool. Uh-oh. Sounds like Tim wants a little bit of that smoke, Prez. Looks like Tim wants some of that smoke. Matthew says, I'm not attached to the Disney worlds and characters, so the new Battlefronts didn't do it for me. I've heard that from a lot of people who played the original ones, honestly. Tim loves Battlefront 2 and have almost like 100 days played in it. God damn. Final Fantasy VII Remake is really good. It's not quite the thumbs up I was referring to, but it works. You do sweat on Battlefront? Nice. See, that's that's not sweat is not what I use that emoji to represent. We'll put it that way. Like, how much different, Brooke? Like, is he across the pond like our friend David? Also, the loot boxes, man, I'm sure pay to win has been mentioned millions of times. Yeah, pay to win games suck my ass. Oh, you hate the loot boxes. GMT +3? Good God. He's in fucking Asia. Jesus is risen indeed, Brent says. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Look at all you gamers having fun in here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't do the kick. If you even know what I'm talking about. The real ones know and understand when I say I can't do the kick. It was like 4 a.m. for him. At what time for you? Well, if he's GMT +3, East Coast is GMT -5, so that makes you GMT -8. So he's 11 hours ahead of you. So it was 5 p.m. for you. Damn. Loot boxes and in-game gambling mechanics have got to go. What up, Geeky? Just stopping by to say hi. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Need to upgrade your internet, Prez? Jedi Fallen Order is okay, says Matthew. Waiting for PS4 Survivor. Yo World. Have no idea what that is, Brent. Oh, you got off work that time when you... Okay, cool. Appreciate it, Rossi. Hit all the buttons before you go, please. Please stop by again. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. Yep. That is when we roll up in here. Well, it's the basement. So when we roll down in here. Yeah. Yeah, Brooks Gamer 72. Oh, thanks, Rossi. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Stop by when you can. Come on, mouse. God, I need to recharge this motherfucker. Do what you're supposed to do. Yeah. You're having regular Coke? Nice. I mostly avoid I mostly drink just Diet Pop. Every once in a while I'll do that, but I have to drink Diet Pop or I get my man boobs just get monstrous. It's insane. Delta Dances, wish I still had a basement. Miss the East Coast sometimes. Well, I live in Michigan. So, I'm in the Midwest. Yeah, he says, I'm stuck last gen because the new consoles are absurdly priced. My 4K TV set me back as is. Oh, bro. I never even got a PS3. I went right from 2 to 4, and it was only because the 4 was on a really good-ass Christmas sale. Look at that, Brooke. You blew Prez's mind. Yeah, well. Yay. Holy shit. 322. Hell yeah. And I didn't even need to take way too long on a tier list to do it. I'm just fucking around. Actually, that tier list Josh did was fun. I may have to steal his template one of these streams when there's really nothing going on. Because obviously mine's going to be a little bit different. TV's cheaper than consoles now? Fuck yeah, they are, Dan. Like, you can get a pretty decent-sized 4K smart TV for less than what you'd spend on a fucking PS5. For sure. Brooke says, I hope Star Wars can get better content soon, though kind of depressing to see Justin acting pessimistic about Star Wars content. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him, though. Like, I'm not fully apathetic, but I am to the point where, like, if you don't get me with the premiere, I'm not watching your goddamn show. Correction, I have 130 days, 18 minutes in Battlefront 2. Jesus Christ. I mean, I respect the dedication. And he says, my TV was under $400, but a PS5 is $500. Yup. And it's probably at least, they have 72-inch Visios for under $400. Yeah. It's crazy. Oh, of course, that's just for, like, I don't know the types of screens, but that you want, like, full OLED, you're paying more than that. That's for damn sure. Will PS6 be 600? Oh, fucking probably. Hey, no problem, bro. I'm not sure what you're appreciating. I already forgot what I said 2 minutes ago, but you're welcome. But yeah, it probably will be, Brent, if not more. Actually, the question is now, they probably are already working on the PS6, but honestly, I don't think they're going to get to the PS10. I think we're all going to be VRing by then. Brooke has over 30 hours in Black Ops. Three more than half of it in Zombies. Zombies are really fun. It's just about moving quickly and avoiding the hordes and just not dying. Probably more than that. Nice. No, this is Brooks' profile everywhere I see him. Oh, that I appreciate your dedication to Battlefront. Yeah. You got a Samsung HDR something or other. It's super bright, but movies look good. Games look amazing on the one which doesn't have HDR. Okay. That's cool. Itchy. Yeah. Have I watched a playthrough of Vader Immortal yet? I actually watched before he went dark side. I watched Theory's playthrough of Vader Immortal on VR. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. Delta Dan got a Vizio from the George Bush 800 tax break you got from Costco when you were 18, and that's in your daughter's room. It still works great. Nice. Yeah. It says, I'm sure 50 frames per second in HDR would be super awesome, though. Trying to get a used but not broken Xbox X. Yeah. Like, I got a 65-inch 4K Philips, but it's... How old is that bitch now? Shit, it's probably 4 or 5 years. No, can't be that old. Oh, yes, it can. Yeah, that bitch is probably 4 or 5 years old at this point. Yeah. China recently banned all games with a pay loot box feature. I mean, I guess, broken clock's right twice a day. All right. All I'm going to say is this. When he started hanging out with Kinnell, I consider that dark side. All right, man. Take care of your babies. Thanks for coming in, Delta Dan. I appreciate you. Wednesday, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Come back. He says, I didn't think 4K movies would look better, but the difference for old movies not shot digitally was huge. Yeah. I still remember when I first got the HD cable for my cable box. when I got a TV that could handle it. It was beautiful. Brooke says apparently Black Myth Wukong is exploding like crazy. Yeah, that game is all over my Twitter feed. Yeah, I've seen people like it. Will do. Had a good time. Awesome, man. I'm glad you had a good time. That's the goal. Having fun is the goal. Press says, I would love a live action version of Vader Immortal. The story was pretty good. It was a good story. Brooke says, I grew up watching a few animated shows of The Monkey King and Journey to the West, which is what Black Myth is based on. Okay, but that was so long ago. Well, excuse me. Den of Diet Cokes. Basement of Diet Cokes. But yes. Brent says, I enjoy listening to Stargrift. It makes me think. Much love, Delta Dan. Josh would be triggered? Yes, he would. I mean, I don't mind other people's opinions. I don't even mind if people dislike something I like. But when you start bringing in people like Ryan Kennel who routinely engage in just straight up hate speech, then that to me is tacit approval just by having him on what is literally the largest Star Wars platform on YouTube. So, yeah. Yeah, you start associating with known hate baiters, I'm done with you. Except for his fan films. I'll watch those. That's just me, though. I mean, whatever works for you, but I'm not down for that shit. And he says, I get theory ads for his lightsabers. Yeah, he isn't allowed to call lightsabers because he doesn't have the trademark. Yeah, that's why he just calls them theory sabers. C-Dub says, loot boxes are just gambling for kids. Teaches them how to gamble at a young age and can be very dangerous for most people. I mean, yeah. Brooke sent the old theme song of the Monkey Show I used to watch in my server. All right, cool. Cool. What are you doing, Machine? Okay. Wait, what? What? No. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alrighty. Holy shit, 3.5 hours. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. I got starting to get a cramp in the neck. Starting to have to pee fucking again. Loot boxes should be banned or at a minimum age restricted to the same age as adult gambling. Yeah, yes. Keeping young children away from gambling is a damn fucking good idea. I'm definitely down with that, Dub. For sure. But, oh, thanks, Brooke. I hope you sleep well, too, and I'm glad you had fun. I hope everyone had fun. Whether you were active in the chat, lurking, or if you've managed to make it this far in the replay, I hope you had a lot of fun. I appreciate your time. Tim says, this is fun, chilling. I'll definitely be back. Hell yeah. C-Dub says, great stream, chilling. Thank you. Hell yeah. Brent says, good night. God bless. Have a good day. And may the force be with you. And you as well, sir. Both with the blessings of God and the force. So, but yeah. Starting to get a little cramp in the neck because I'm old. Have to pee again already because I'm old. Thank you, Brent. Have to pee again because I'm old. I got weed to smoke. Brady says, 'twas a good time here in the stream. Thank you. 8-Man says, peace, dude. Peace to you too, sir. And remember, Wednesdays and Saturdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. Please stop by. Hang out. Have more fun. So, yep. It is time for Chillin' to Dip. But again, thank you all. If you spend any time with me on this stream in whatever fashion, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys doing that more than I can describe in at least that I'm pretty sure any language on earth could not quite fully capture how grateful I am that you guys hang out with me. So, thank you for that. Much love. And see y'all on Saturday. Peace. You guys are awesome as fuck. The only reason I even have good streams is because you guys are here helping me make it happen. So, thank you. Thank you very, very much for hanging out here in the basement. Listening to me blather for fucking 3.5 hours. Holy shit. Y'all are the bomb. And I love you. So enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I hope life treats you well. Hope to see you Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But in the meantime, Matthew says, thanks for your energy and encouragement. You are a good dude. Well, dude, I appreciate that a lot. You're pretty cool yourself, man. Brooke says, I appreciate everyone in this community. Genuinely, like we can just talk about whatever here. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, unless you're being like completely out of pocket, then, you know, we can talk about whatever. But yeah, if you get out of pocket, first I'm going to make you look like the dumbass you are, and then I'm going to ban you. You know, that's just how I do it. Yeah, I mean, is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Dub. Thank you. All right. We're all cool in this motherfucker. That's why we hang out here. How about we just simplify it and call it that? I mean, we can all, If you guys want to keep putting shit in chat about how cool we all are, then, go for it. It's like saying goodnight on the Waltons. You're cool, Brady. You're cool, C-Dub. You're cool, Tim. You're cool, Brooke. All right. God damn it. Much love. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Hope to see you Saturday night at 9 or roundabouts. Just see you on the stream Saturday night. And just remember this one thing. Wherever you are, whoever you're with, always keep it nerdy. Peace, y'all. Cooler than a polar bear's toenails, Tim. I don't know about watching Bad Monkey, but I'm definitely smoking up as soon as I get off this motherfucker. That's for sure. Because I live in Michigan, where it's legal.